want to do, that's rude for you. That's not rude on him. That's rude for you.
It can't be rude for so many reasons. One, we're talking about in your case. I mean, we're talking about you, like you calling him up, like say, bro, I need a cut. Like you,
we live here.
If you've been rocking with him since 17, you ought to be able to hit him. You ought to be able to hit him up, like say, fam.
If I've been rocking with the same barber since I was 17, I should.
Oh, I could edit it from here.
I should have the wherewithal to say, you know what? You said you wanted to do it like this, bro. Let's do it like this. I'm still getting my haircut. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting a haircut. I'm still getting a haircut. But now we're doing it on appointments because he said he wanted to do it on appointments. Because that helps him keep his organization. Let him keep his organization.
He's still gonna get your $20.
And
okay, nothing changed other than
he put you on appointment.
Appointment.
That doesn't inconvenience you. That puts it where
I don't want to go online all the time. I shouldn't have to.
You can do it on your phone. You play with your phone all the time.
Right. You know what? I may just want to be worried about.
You play with your phone all the time. If it's that much of an inconvenience for you, just go to somebody else.
I feel like
if it's that much of an inconvenience, just go to somebody else. That's what you're saying. It's an inconvenience.
What I'm saying, the object of the whole subject is all like this is your partner. Okay, let me put this in.
It's my partner. I gave it to you. I gave it to you square business.
JJ been cutting me since motherfucking. Well, okay, so 17. JJ been cutting me since 17. Okay.
I don't even got to give you a hypothetical. I can give you a real live me. But my barber has been cutting me since I was 17 years old, right? I used to be able to be like, hey, I'm finna come through, get a cut, bro. I'm finna come through, get a cut. And he'd be like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Woo to woo. You know what I'm saying? Now he as his barber and his organization got different, he wanted to put people on appointments. He asked his customers and the people that he was cutting hair on a regular basis, hey, I'm starting to do it like this so I can keep up with how I do things. How do you feel about this? I wanted to start putting people on appointments, and everybody's like, the consensus was, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? It keeps everybody liable to do what they supposed to be doing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So when I put you on this appointment, you said you're gonna come at this time. You come at this time. If you don't come at this time, I got other people that got behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got to do it like this, so I don't have people waiting, and it's convenient for
Willie's son or Willie's son.
It's convenient, and it's convenient for most people that don't want to sit in the barbershop. Like a lot of single moms don't want to sit in the barbershop, bro. They don't want to sit in the barbershop and get hounded by other niggas, bro. They just want to come bring their son and get haircuts, bro. And he understands that. That's a big concern that you don't know about. But that happens. You know what I'm saying? Every woman doesn't want to be in a barbershop with a whole bunch of niggas, bro, because she got to take her son to get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So you know, instead of she's sitting in the barbershop and she got something to do anyway, she can put them on an appointment and boom, they come at 3:30 or they come at 2:30 or 1:30, whatever time they specify, and boom, you get a haircut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No waiting, no nothing. It's in and out. Boom.
I mean, at the same time,
it's convenient. It's convenient when people with plans. It's convenient when people with plans.
I think
people have a schedule for the day. They're getting their haircut at this time. I got this appointment at this time. Boom, I'm doing it. Boom, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a courtesy for people that have plans, and he might have a plan for his day. And you got and if that's your partner you've been going to since you were 17, you should.
We're talking about Jason. We're talking about Jay though.
That's what he's saying. He's saying that from his perspective.
From my perspective,
he's holding you accountable for it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. And I guess when you brought the fact,
you should be like, hey, bro, you right, bro. You trying to do it this way? That's cool.
Exactly.
We'll do it this way. You over here like, nah, bro. I just want to call you when I want to call you.
Well, within working hours. I'm not saying cool. Like it's not cool, but again, you didn't bring up the part about him like already bringing it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
On a business standpoint,
he brought it to his people because people just normally just call him.
And I respect that. I mean, that's different. I can respect that.
But now they have all these style seat apps. You know what I'm saying? That
makes it very convenient.
It makes it very convenient. You could just put in the time that you want to come. You could even do it if that time is like an hour away. Or 2 hours away. If it's still available, you can do it at that time, bro.
You do remember the time when either you and I or whoever would walk to Warehouse Music and get, you know what I'm saying?
Get CDs.
Your CDs. You see what I'm saying? I mean, anything that you really
bro,
wanted to get,
we got
had to go out of pocket. That shit was
look. That was in the 90s. This is 2017, almost 2018. Can we progress? Can we progress?
I mean, but shit, at the same time,
can we progress?
Do you realize that's
can we not shun progression?
If we're gonna take progression, understand there's a gift and a curse to that.
Yes, it is.
Because one, you do realize everything is saturated now. At the same sense, like,
yes, I get it.
So you just accepted the gift and curse of that progression.
Yes, but
so understand now. Yeah,
but we are talk so loud.
We are a society of convenience.
Yeah,
so if
the
microwave
life.
If we're trying to convenience people, in the service industry, then you gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? For some people's luxury, because it's a luxury. That we get haircuts. People forget these simple luxuries that we do have. People,
sweet.
You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is luxury that we do.
A nigga is fading your hair within a millimeter. I tell you this is what I said a black barber has the toughest job on the planet. A brain surgeon could kill your mama, right? You're not gonna call the brain surgeon to the paint, bro. You ain't gonna call them to the paint.
They do.
Very rarely do you just be like.
That happens a lot more than you think.
Very rarely do they be like, come see me about that.
My aunt's been sued a lot, and she's an OBGYN, bro.
That's suing. The motherfucker not trying to physically fight you in the room. If
I
push your hairline back a millimeter, niggas will call you to the paint.
It can get serious like that quick.
Niggas call you to the paint, bro.
It
gets hectic out there, man.
That's our DNA. I almost sort of say.
No, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make.
Whoa.
As far as like,
I don't whoop a nigga over a cut. I just don't pay. I won't pay.
You may not pay, or you walk out, or you'll act like a nigga.
I mean, because honestly, it's a service industry. If I ask you for something and you don't get it, and I don't get it, it's like, hey. Look, I was going to pay you. That's why you pay afterwards. It's not many times that a nigga pays before. So a nigga pays after the service. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you get food at a restaurant, you pay at the end. Yeah, you gotta see how this service and all this is gonna come.
Everything is A1.
Yeah. So after this service, after this luxury that you're getting, if it's not adequate to your specification, you don't have to pay for that shit.
No, you don't.
In the realm of
reasonable.
Yeah, you got to be reasonable about this shit. You just can't be out here like, fuck, I don't like this shit.
No, I mean, but again, that just goes on the principle.
You got to be reasonable about what's going on.
But you think about right now. I mean, a lot of shit didn't change. Progression. We're gonna go back to that. That's gonna be the word.
Don't poke at my word.
That's not
that could just be the theme of this motherfucker.
It could be the theme.
Progression.
Circumstances is the name of the album, but
Yeah.
Make sure I punch that one in.
How about we officially start the show?
I was gonna slide into it.
Okay. Let's do that.
Hey, we found.
Sorry, y'all. We was just talking.
Hey, thank you for tuning in. Episode 16 of the Black Privilege Podcast. I'm your boy Jay Lee. To the right of me, we got us our first live interview with somebody that's not just, in our regular circle. Normally we got Parada in here. We've had a couple guests on, but this is our first actual interview.
Fuck that nigga.
It's always a lot of beef between Pool and Parada, but
nigga said some weird shit.
Yeah, it's our boy C. Smoka, aka Willie's son.
Hey, man.
Formerly known as Wesley Hayden, an old partner from ours way back.
Way back.
Went to middle school together. Everything's still the same. It's all love in the world. He's our first interview. To the right of him, we got my boy Jay Poole,
the co-host,
in the mix. Yes, sir. And then got our producer, Mrs. Sutton, over there, always doing magical work on all the engineering and whatnot.
And this is Black Privilege.
This is the Black Privilege Podcast. We appreciate y'all riding with us. How was y'all's week, man?
Man, I had a decent week, bro.
Decent week.
I didn't have to do too much.
Thanksgiving.
It was Thanksgiving. Hey, I ate great.
Where'd you eat at? Because your mom came to the barbershop yesterday. You ain't even go see her.
I did not see my mother on Thanksgiving. Wow. Yeah. I don't really celebrate it like that. I go to.
She doesn't do much. She just chills.
I mean,
she say she binge watch.
She doesn't cook that well.
She binge
so
drop on the glue bombs.
But I go to my good friend Narada, man.
Yeah.
I go to his granny's house and his mom's house.
Yeah.
And
make the rounds.
And we had Thanksgiving at his house as well.
Right.
With his wife's family. And so it was great, bro.
Yeah, I cut Kalen up before, and he was talking about they was gonna make a couple stops as they normally do every year. Shout out to Big K, man. Shout out to Kalen, man. City champs, man.
Man, that nigga is raw.
That boy raw, man.
Football, bro.
Hey, he came in there there, and it was another nigga that they had played against before. And I was like, say, that's the nigga that beat y'all like 46 and nothing. This nigga right here, that's Kalen, bro. I was like, Kalen, that real deal, bro.
Say that nigga's that real deal, bro. I've seen that nigga do amazing things.
Yeah, that nigga raw in a bit. Say, what you do for Thanksgiving, Wes?
I went out to my family house.
Yeah.
Man, and, you know, regular
shit, yeah. Traditional.
Exactly.
Right.
Kept it simple.
My wife actually does my wife cooks everything, man. So I wake up.
Does she?
Man, she starts on Wednesday cook. I'm talking about it.
The original.
Shout out to my wife, man. Brittany, you did a beautiful job. Everything was
for the chef.
Fantastic.
Shout out to the chef.
Her mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, her mother came over and we just chilled out. I went and laid back down, man. I worked Wednesday and then Friday I got back up. Black Friday, everybody came to the show.
Birthday, Brandon.
So it was live. Sudden, you do anything special? Y'all just regular stuff, traditional stuff?
Yeah, I cooked turkey here for Jesse's parents.
Yeah.
And then we went to my mom's.
Everybody else do the sides together and stuff. And blend it all together.
They're pretty good cooks over there. So it was like good stuff. I fucking hate
You're
turkey.
a pretty good cook.
You know what? I'm turkey. Man, I got this turkey from Greenberg, the Greenberg turkey place out in Tyler. Smoked. That motherfucker was so good.
I just don't like turkey.
That shit is
I'd
so
rather
fucking
have
good.
Turkey don't never have no.
I'm a ham guy too,
exactly.
though.
I'm a ham cat.
Honey
I
baked
like
ham.
Honey
and
ham.
I like
the good
and I like
ham.
brine my stuff
Yeah.
too. Like it's that 3 days in a brine I made. I'm all
Classic.
about doing all that shit.
Classic.
So, it was juicy. It tasted good and everything.
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
just
y'all don't
I
know.
still like fucking turkey.
Sutton a chef. Y'all don't know that, right?
I did not know he was.
Sutton a chef.
He's something like a chemist.
Like low
Yeah, that's right.
He's
alchemist.
something like a chemist.
Alchemist.
Yeah, it's something like a chemist with that shit. But yeah, I'm glad everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Then we got some nice rolls in Friday at the gym. Pretty nice crowd. I didn't
come Friday. They said I
missed out, bro. It was
like
a lot.
20 people.
But I was with my mother and my brother, and we were eating.
Oh, okay, on Friday.
How big bro doing?
Oh, he's doing good, man. He's doing real good.
Yeah,
man,
still
so
grinding.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? We sitting here a couple decades later, mind yourself, we came up on just, you know what I'm saying, linking up with each other, going to hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
going, you know what I'm
like
saying?
literally walking to school
Eastgate
together.
was the realest
Bruh,
place on earth in Garland.
I go hop up with Jason. 9 out of 10, he had Mother Jason was not gonna let him outside if he ain't doing his homework. You already know.
Right.
But if as long as homework and everything was done.
Jason, I don't care what JJ's mom lets him do. That was the motherfucking trend for our whole. Because my mom was a hippie. She didn't care much about me doing anything. I don't care what his mom lets you do. You ain't doing that shit, man. That's just what it was.
That's how far we go back. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama used to babysit him when he came over. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to, all of us. Like we were very young when we knew each other.
Yeah.
We met each other.
And so it's more than just other than I want to say interview, but it's kind of like we catching up, but let alone kind of we've grown.
Yeah,
we've grown, and
a lot of time has passed. A lot of time has passed.
So with that being said,
oh, you finna ask us questions?
Okay, exactly.
Shoot it.
So shoot it out. What did you do after you left O'Banion? When you left?
This nigga ain't been listening to the podcast. No, but go ahead.
Drop one of Clue's bombs.
Shots fired. So when I left O'Banion, I actually moved to Pleasant Grove halfway through 7th grade year, and I was actually still coming out there and getting dropped off at Jason's house because my brother still went to South. It was his last year.
I do remember you saying that. Okay, I do.
So I used to get dropped off at his house early in the morning, and then in the 8th grade, we all went our separate ways. Right. And I went to Florence, and then I ended up going to Seagoville, graduated from Seagoville, and then
you went to Jackson.
He went to Jackson, and then
you graduated from North.
Right.
He's been the smart one, the other whole clique the whole time. But
well, we all smart, fam.
We all smart, but you was book smart, like you know.
That
shit
was easy to me.
I ended up my whole.
But what you didn't know is since I was like 5 years old,
he had been tutored and everything.
I was getting tutored.
I didn't fucking know that.
Like
his whole side of their family, they're all like educators.
They're all educators.
And
then my dad's side of the family, they're my grandma and my aunt, they're all like, and my father, you know what I'm saying? He's got a master's degree from Purdue.
Yeah, he's smart.
You know what I'm saying? Like master's degree in environmental engineering. You know what I'm saying? So
bro, environmental engineering.
Yeah, and then the bar for me just went from like Garland schools, DISD. So I was like AP everything. So I was like super smart nigga in Dallas.
Dumb niggas, fool. We just fly as fuck.
Jason out tested me in the SAT.
Bro, I didn't even score on the SAT.
Yeah.
What you mean you didn't score, nigga? You gotta score, nigga.
You understand? Like
You have to score. Like your name is a score, nigga.
Yeah, your name is literally a score.
Your name is
like
bubbling.
Granted, the name, bro.
Like when you write that bitch, you get points. They're like, oh, this nigga's not a
unless you admitting some fucked up shit right now.
Well, again,
what's going on?
I couldn't tell you. All I know is whatever college, as far as university, you have to have a certain SAT, ACT score. Let's just say I don't think, other than my name and the required information, that was it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I went to Tyler. I went to a JUCO and actually.
Nigga, you went to college?
I mean, I went to college.
Ooh-wee. That's next level.
2-year speech communication.
That's next level.
So,
that's cool.
I mean, but at the same time, like I said, I've always seen myself as entertainment.
Yeah. More of a creative
I want
mind.
to entertain.
More of a creative mind.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
But you definitely want to have what I'm saying, some type of foundation with any.
But I feel you because at the same route, I always wanted to do something professionally as a sport.
Yeah.
Like for a living. Yeah. I always wanted to do that. So I always thought I was gonna be a professional basketball player.
But remember, we found out,
football player.
But we found out
that shit didn't pan out.
But we found out when we were older though that it wasn't even about sport. It was about competition.
It was really about
That's what drove us was competition. We could be playing hopscotch, like you know what I'm saying, whatever. What we're gonna try to compete at that shit, and that's what we was really thirsting for, so to say. Was like, let's fucking compete. It was competition, man. And we just found it in sports because that's traditionally what's available to us.
I also like to be physical though. I like to be physical.
I get that, yeah. I mean, nigga don't shy away from the physicality, brother.
But now you do realize as the older you get, insurance plays a real big part.
Fuck that, we still get out there, man.
But yeah, y'all still.
I'm insured.
I don't have insurance.
What's that?
I'm going crazy.
I'm insured.
I'm self-employed, nigga.
I do get out there though.
Yeah, I'm self-employed.
I got out there before I was insured though.
Real talk though.
I'm not with it.
I
like it, brother.
And of all the people, like Sutton, of all of them, the most physically, like that motherfucker there,
bro. Rolling with Sutton is like rolling with a fucking a Wolverine.
Rolling with a bag of That's
what it is. It's rolling like with a Wolverine, like a real live Wolverine, bro.
You caught me,
and you're in a bag.
A bag of hammers.
And you're in a bag.
You caught me yesterday though.
Yeah, I mean
that was legit. You caught me guillotine.
Oh, no gi?
Yeah.
What you do, that roll one, the front roll one? Which one you do?
I just attacked
basic shooting in.
Yeah, I just attacked it.
I left my head out there.
Yeah.
And he did what he was supposed to do.
Right.
He took advantage of it.
Man,
and he had threatened like 4 of them. I was like I was struggling through like 4 of them.
His arms are so long.
And then I saw it.
I just couldn't. I just couldn't close the distance. Like
right.
That
gap. I kept turning my head every time you went there. I turned my head real fast. That's my defense, bro. I put my chin right in.
I watched the video. I was being too long.
Yeah.
I needed to be a little shorter.
Yep. Stay long, stay wrong.
I need to get my pool power.
Because you got comfortable in the attacks.
Yeah, and I was tired.
The whole time you were attacking, boom, boom.
That was
my first attack. That was my first attack.
Yeah. I just got done with Zach too. So
shout out to Zubundo number 2. Hey,
who the fuck is that?
I don't know. They didn't ask. They said hello and hey a couple times.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, shout out. Appreciate you following us. Appreciate you riding with us or whatever. But man, so with you it went from. Oh, Band,
what happened to you?
You went to South. You still played football though, right? At South.
I still played all the way up to my senior.
Did you hoop with South? You just
didn't hoop.
Yeah, you just stuck right to football.
Stuck with football. I mean, and at that point in time, it was there. So,
yeah.
After that, I mean, it was pretty much.
When did you start rapping?
When did you want to I want to rap?
I was rapping when y'all was around. So this is like.
But still, you rapping, bro?
I wasn't like trying to get a demo tape.
Nobody was back
but
then.
I'm saying,
I don't remember you even being musically inclined back then.
At the same time, me and Jay weren't some rapping ass niggas though.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? On the cool, just keeping 100 with you. I've had this mindset for a long time. It never blossomed to the point like where you see it as of now.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. Shit, probably like.
I like this album, bro.
Man,
bro.
I like Circumstances, bro.
Before we get into it, that's
your
fucking album is nice, bro. Like your album, not like also like not even just on. I've heard a lot of local shit, and it's be like, all right, cool, all right, you're doing the same local shit, bro.
I mean, I like some
Circumstances.
I like some local shit, but I like your shit, bro.
I got one that I skip every time, but the rest, you got fire, bro. It's one of them. I know you made it just for commercial reasons. I know you did. The grinding one, whatever that.
I knew it, but you know what? The reason why
you gotta make it, you got to.
One, but then you had to realize, like again, that was the lyrics and just that creative license give you that type of art, that leisure to do some type of shit like that.
You just felt you were in what you was in your bag.
I was feeling,
you was in your bag, and you was like,
I was Muhammad.
I'm gonna do this shit.
I was Cassius.
Yeah,
I was more like Cassius.
I didn't like that one.
Are you singing it on any of them? Are you harmonizing? Are you harmonizing on it?
Okay. Everything is like most of the times when from the engineering standpoint, shout out to my big homie Muggs. It's already rehearsed. I mean, it's damn near like crowd rehearsal.
Right.
Okay.
With the exception of actually getting.
Because y'all done probably worked over, so you done heard the beat so many times. Do you usually create the lyrics and stuff right then and there? Or do you take the beat with you? Do you ride with it for a while? Do you let it play, or do y'all just do like a session where you listen to the beat, you let it play, you kind of work out your music right then and there?
How do you do
couple hours? Like, what's your creative process, bro?
It's exactly what you just said. It's a creative process. There's no particular
way.
Like exactly.
So you don't come with a written verse already?
No. Now I'd be lying to you if I told you there's
or
a
written song, and a bridge and all that kind of stuff. I just learned what a bridge was earlier.
A bridge is, that's like your 8 part.
I don't know shit about music.
He not a rapping ass nigga.
I don't know what's what.
But here's the thing. Like, in that stage, you don't have a particular platform. There's no blueprint. That shit just,
Well, see, remember me and Wesley hit me up a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, and he was asking me about he was interested in maybe getting into comedy or whatnot.
Still with the shit.
Are you funny?
And I wrote
probably not.
I've written a lot, done open mics and everything. I think I'm a pretty funny guy, but there's a process for me though. Like I found a science to it with me that I prefer to use. It's if I find a topic that's funny enough, I can make 3 small funny jokes about it and then hit you with the punchline, then a couple tags on the big punchline. So I'm wondering if it's that simple when it comes to writing the song. Is there exactly? It's just like rap, because it's like, okay, I want to talk about my struggle in the game.
Let me give you a prime example.
Yeah.
Lie to Me, that shit did not come overnight.
Right.
Okay.
Now, granted, you think of the title and automatically first thing comes off, like I said, it's Lie to Me.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically falsifying, whatever your actions may have been to whoever the person is. I'm not gonna call it a defense, but in the sense of trying to keep that person's feelings from being distraught, or me just being selfish. You just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's the beauty about words, though, is that they can mean so many different things, and that's why I like comedy, because that took that creative part out of me, where I can say one thing, make it mean other things as well, and the way people perceive me as a person, that can change how it comes off.
Right.
So the same way with
like metaphors in rap.
Literally.
You have to be very selective of the type of approach you take. See, I've always considered myself.
So what do you mean?
But why though?
Like you said, Lie to Me wasn't overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
But because here, I'm gonna tell you why.
In the sense of the lyrics, or in the sense of the thing you want to talk about?
I'm talking about the lyrics. I'm
talking about the process.
As far as the lyrics, that shit could have came in like 5 minutes. But you have to understand who the object.
What was that process you came up with Lie to Me though?
Yeah.
Number one, there's a trendsetter approach with this shit here, and if it's not that way, you don't even need to be getting on behind the mic. I don't. If you're just doing this shit, just be handing this stuff to y'all.
Yeah.
Bro, I can leave now.
It's got to be broad.
If this is not with no national or no type of impact intentions, why are you doing this shit, bro? A
lot of people say it would be because that's what you love.
Some people may do this shit for the gram.
No. So you don't do it. You don't do it for you.
No, yeah. There's somebody else who's. I'm 32. There's a 25-year-old right now who maybe lost that situation, who think that just pimping or whatever he been ran around long.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, nigga, this bitch will have your soul up for ransom.
Yeah.
If you don't understand your soul being up for ransom, if you don't understand a naive perspective,
yeah,
that shit will fuck
wet behind the ears. If you, like you say, you get lost in the sauce type of shit.
Breath smelling like Similac.
I feel like you left some on the bone though.
I left a lot.
I'm gonna tell you now. There needs to be a Lie to Me again.
There needs to be a sequel.
There needs to be. There has to be.
You know what?
And it need to be with the same type of beat, because that beat's fire, bro.
Let's just clear the air with y'all. The black privilege exclusive. This is an intention of a trapped in the closet minus the extra.
Gonna keep riding.
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
It by far when I dropped this September 11th, the first song. I mean, excuse me. The first you can look in Spotify. You can look at Apple. Any song that will keep a track of it, Lie to Me is the number one song. Mm-hmm. Why? Because again, it's addressing it, but it's
an attractive title too.
Lie to Me. I mean, what are we doing on a regular basis?
Just the way the beat comes on.
I mean,
because today I see controversy sales. So Lie to Me, it's an attractive title.
But not even that. How much like not even controversy, because when I feel like it's music, I hate that people. They use too much of it to
controversy in music sells a lot. Well, 50 Cent created a career.
No, I'm not even talking about that. What I'm saying is that I feel like people try to get too far into like creating the controversy rather than just being real and authentic.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I liked about his CD so much was that we know you. So if you would have been talking about some shoot 'em up, bang bang, flip this, flip that, me and Poole would have been in here like.
Really, bro?
Yeah,
really? That's how you feeling, bro?
On the cool.
I'd have been like, look, where's the fucking dope?
Yeah, where's it
I want to purchase. Nah, but
hey, man, y'all gotta help me after the show.
Allegedly.
But
seriously though, I felt like it was authentic. You didn't reach anywhere outside of your reality.
I didn't have to.
And that was
I didn't have to.
But a lot of artists feel like if they want to like you said, if they're gonna create music that's gonna touch the masses, they feel like they would have to manipulate those realities a little bit to reach a broader.
You gave them you.
Yeah.
Without
at the same time, you were trying to make an impact.
Yeah. I did make an impact.
Yeah.
Did you?
What?
Humble brag. Talk humble.
Go to commercial. But here's the thing.
Sometimes I brag like Hove.
Say you have to. Why? Because you have to understand. If you don't look at you in jiu-jitsu,
right.
That's your baby, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Jason, again, we go beyond these motherfucking cameras.
Your analogy finna fall short, but go ahead. I know it's finna fall short. Go ahead.
All I'm saying
it's more like my lady.
It's gonna, but it's gonna. Your analogy's gonna fall short.
With
Continue.
that being said,
go ahead.
Because it's
with my music, I mean, this is all I've really had. You know what I'm saying? You would look and first thing you say, oh, you supposed to carry the ball. What happened to you? You play football, bro? Reality set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now I'm not saying I was the Jim Carrey or Tupac or anything of that nature. I just knew that if I could say some dumb shit and have everybody like in the room like, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah.
This little goofy motherfucker here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it left a stent on your brain.
Right.
Again, circumstance drop. This is 9 tracks, 8 technically.
Mm-hmm.
Every motherfucker one. With maybe
right. One. Yeah. Like I say, one of them I won't vouch for. The CD is fire though. Let me tell you,
it's
a good CD.
It's not even a defense. I dropped that shit. That song came out in 2008, and it's actually on the first ever mixtape I had dropped. This How I Go Down Volume 1. And the only reason I like that song because it was like again.
You just remastered it?
No, I didn't even master shit. I just told the nigga turn the volumes up and bam, it was on the motherfucking album.
How much of that lie to me? How much of that lie to me was more about like, cause I feel like it's got that pimp prostitute relationship, but then it's also got like a regular relationship involved where you just kind of might have fucked up type shit.
If this is gonna sound, I guess the best way to tell you how you got there, I guess you could say, but I mean, a twisted, bizarre, yet / upfront, like this is me, like a relationship, but in the circumstances of. You know, you trying to bounce this woman around this one. I mean, bro, you're a grown ass man, and you trying to do the extra with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be honest about it all.
And that's where this little fucker comes into point. Cause I mean, ain't no shame in that. But you realize there is a society of men or whatever you want to call it that has that feel like they have to lie or indulge themselves into this. You know what I'm saying?
That's odd to me.
Well, because we're a different breed though. Me, you, and D talk about it a lot. That's our, our little circle. We say a lot of people really aren't prepared for the thoroughness that's involved in dealing with our clique. We're not even just on no ego shit, but it's just like our rules are our rules, and they've been that forever.
They've been that forever. That's how
so the way we move, everybody talk about, and I almost don't like it when Jason says it because he's like, I'm player. We don't ever really say that, but it's like the way we move, a lot of people would say that. You know what I'm saying? The way we move
was mad when I did that shit.
A lot. No, I'm just saying the way we move is like understood, bro. Right, you know, it's understood. I ain't never got to come off and just be like, yeah, I'm play. I do this. I do that. But like,
it don't have to be said.
It doesn't. It does. You right.
Exactly.
And again, we go back to a point where again,
what got plugged in?
If I was to say something, I'll never get this. I tried to bust a rap one time.
Mm-hmm.
Jason not only exposed my ass, like nigga, that's Tupac shit off commercial.
Whoa, that's not you.
Shots fired.
You know what I'm saying? So at that point,
you had to get out there.
Bro,
you had to be out
this
there.
was like, this
right.
was alive, but at the same that was the type of core you ran with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and we always been like that. And once I moved to the Grove, and we just like it just became way more thorough because we come from an era where you're a little bit too egotistical. You gonna get called to the paint, and it's gonna be a nigga in your circle that's gonna put you in your place. There's a hierarchy. Yeah. There was a hierarchy, but we was all alphas from the outside.
But alpha.
It was all alpha shit, and we weren't even trying to be that. It's just what it was.
And some of that gets misconstrued when we be in there and training because my shit talking gets perceived as bravado, and it's not bravado.
It's playfulness.
But I definitely won't back down.
Yeah, it's playfulness.
I go ahead and get after it, but I don't do it for bravado to feel like I'm macho because I don't even have them type of thoughts.
And that's why I was gonna say I felt like his analogy, whatever it was in comparing this to jiu-jitsu, was not gonna be there because at no point in time do we get on the mat and be like, man, I'm the best motherfucker here. I'm getting here to do this. You don't do that. You don't do that because that's not how you progress in jiu-jitsu. But you got to in a lot of professions. You gotta have that confidence.
But you know what? At the irony, you can still have that same approach in hip hop or music, and still be like legitimately stable.
I thought you was gonna say humble because I thought that's where you were trying to go with it.
Humble,
stable, yeah.
Humble is not what
you cannot be. You cannot think you're the best.
At the same time,
be like I'm humble.
Do you mean to tell me that you got a nigga like Ice JJ Fish? Now, granted,
whoa, that's not
why
a real
is this
artist.
nigga be? I'm gonna tell you this. Never in a million years did I think we was gonna mention that nigga name, but I know he's talking about. Go ahead though. Continue.
But keep in mind though, I mean, he prospered, did he not?
Hey, look,
I don't know.
The
man seen millions.
Pool. Let's see where this goes. Continue.
Okay, well now check this out.
But I get what you're saying.
We're not looking at anything else but other than the fact that the man actually made some income off of it.
Yeah.
Bro, you want to take it to the table, bro? I've not even seen 100,000.
Let's say that. Okay, then.
So with that being
going back to the old nigga ways, going back to the OG ways.
Okay.
All money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. Now, however, look at it this way.
Ain't a however.
There's no
all
however.
Money ain't good money. Because you could be out there selling your soul.
There's no however in that statement at all.
Or being the clown nigga.
Because once you say a however in that statement, you're a prostitute to whatever that shit is.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Let me ask
you this. Let me ask you this then. Would you trade spots with Ice JJ Fish?
No motherfucker.
Exactly, because you'd be a clown.
And you're not bred that way. Your life essence for the money?
You not bred that way.
Would you give your life essence for the money just to cross over, just to get so you can buy Gucci shoes, my nigga?
How much of yourself are you willing to give up to get money? That's where the question comes.
That's the question that lies with everybody now. So you have to like again.
It's not a question.
It's not a question.
It's not a question with y'all.
If it was a question, we'd be rich niggas.
We're having this conversation amongst us. Now, granted, we're talking. We're amongst the podcast.
Yeah, but this you. Go ahead. But this you.
We're talking about like. First of all, that you ain't got to worry about.
And I can respect that he made money from it without saying that that's a route I'd go.
We don't know what the fuck he going through. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not even my motherfucking business.
Everybody think he trash. Everybody think he a clown.
And we know he trash.
And I would rather not be that. For the money.
I don't care what other people think. I don't like his music.
Yeah. And I ain't bumping it.
Nobody does though.
But
his popularity came from being a clown nigga that people listen. Yeah, he got spins because it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. That same hilarious.
Like we laugh.
Same hilarious had him motherfucking me 100,000 or 100 million views on YouTube.
I don't know how much. I'm not pocket watching. So
but listen,
no.
You don't
have to pocket watch.
But it's no different.
Right there slapping you right there.
No, but listen, it's no different from somebody taking your music for something that you're not putting it out there for.
Damn.
And now, how disrespectful would that be?
Beyond disrespectful.
Okay, then. So would you trade that disrespect for some money?
Don't ask me that because I'm gonna tell you no.
But that's what we hear. We here.
Yeah,
we in here.
But
we in this thing. Black Privilege Podcast, episode 16.
Like a motherfucker, boy. We kicking it. Boy.
We in here. This is what we talking about.
That's what we're
talking
and
like
about. I said, all money ain't good money.
All money is not good money.
Think about it.
There's no however.
There's
no however.
Remember, like, all right, what's the most popular part? Remember, what's the American Idol or something? The most popular part is when people get up there and bomb shit. Like, they're funny, ha ha ha. Them shits be remade, remixed, 100,000 1,000 views. I don't want that to be me. I'm not gonna trade that for I don't want fame for that.
And it should be gone in 2 weeks.
I don't want fame for that. But Ice JJ, same thing with Ice JJ.
He didn't mind
Fish.
that.
He didn't. Well,
no, he might though. He just might not know. People might be gassing him so much.
Do you think he give a shit? And none of us can really answer that question because
I don't know if he does, but I think he's getting gassed.
Bro, he's getting paid. It doesn't fucking matter, bro.
There you go again, though.
But
you
again,
pushing that narrative.
That's what he's looking at it like, bro.
Maybe
you're sitting.
Maybe
Look. You're sitting with 3 jiu-jitsu artists. Like we do shit because we love to do shit. We do shit.
Not getting paid. I literally pay to get fucking smashed on the mat.
I pay for tournaments, fam. Like I pay to put myself out there, fam.
Exposure.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. So we do things on a whole different level than people think. Cause I don't do nothing for the money.
And
bro.
I don't think strategically. Ice JJ Fish got up there, put his music out, put his best effort, put his heart and soul into this music.
Bro, he
for
had a manager.
For people to laugh at it.
Exactly.
For people to create this clown persona of him.
Yeah.
Even though the checks come, you still got to sit at home and be like, damn, I wish people liked my music, though.
Bro,
that's not something
I wish
we
people
would
liked my music, though.
It's a great fucking silver lining. But
my nigga was really out there trying.
But I ain't trying. I'm not gonna trade it though. I'm not gonna trade my respect, my self-respect. I'm not gonna trade
that shit. You can't
at all.
My morals. I'm not gonna trade any of that for the fame and for the money.
Because I gotta stand 10 toes. I gotta do
every
it.
day.
I gotta do it.
Every day.
If you don't understand the word
me.
balls of my word, you really may not understand.
Right.
Just the statue.
Yeah,
of a
you
man.
don't break those for nothing. Those are the 2 most important.
We done broke.
I didn't broke rules.
You always do.
But you apologize. But you know what? I've also heard cliche as men being not able to be emotional.
But see, as you grow older, that's a big problem in the black community.
That's a big problem.
Circumstances, in my opinion, I feel like is
I was kind of touching on that earlier on Facebook that a male's perspective on how dealing with women doesn't ever get spoken about.
But the issue was the way in which you did it. The way in which you do it.
Maybe so.
And the way in which men do it is probably somewhat toxic in a lot of ways because men aren't used to doing it.
But it's vice versa.
Yeah.
Because all day long, even a couple of my partners got on there, like all day long, you can see the norm of women bashing niggas for not doing this, broke nigga this, short nigga that.
Yeah, we supposed to just ride with it.
And we just supposed to ride and eat this shit all the time. Like we gotta be so the dopest nigga, goddamn.
Why you gotta be a nigga in the first
skin.
place?
You gotta
know what I'm saying? We got, you know what I'm saying?
In the first place, I mean,
Nah,
granted to each his own. If we're gonna keep it A1. Y'all been kings since I've been understanding.
We'll take nigga for man right now. So I gotta be the dopest man of all, just to be in your circumference. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have any of these flaws, but you know what I'm saying? But we have flaws, and you can speak on our flaws, and we make mistakes, and y'all can speak on our mistakes all the time. Okay, y'all make mistakes. I spoke on some mistakes. I spoke on some shit that makes us feel like less than. It makes me feel like I ain't shit. Like I gotta be.
Your problem was speaking in a generalization,
I should have said.
I talked to D.
I should have said from my experience.
Shout out to D. Lloyd, but I talked to him a lot.
Nigga D. Lloyd.
I told him, I said we talk a lot. We fellowship a lot, and I talked to him and I told him, I said a lot of your issues that come across are usually the way you present it to people. Yeah. And I said that since we are the alpha, right? We should be able to spoon feed a nigga if he needs it, or hit that nigga with the water hose if he needs it. You know what I'm saying? Like we should be able to flip it, however, because we are those niggas, right?
You gotta remind yourself, that's the foundation that we came up off of.
Right.
At Mic Check 1 2.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I did not know.
You gotta sit up.
You good? No, you good.
Okay, I'm good. I didn't know that you know what I'm saying? I already knew you were smart, but just the fact of the tutoring, bro, it just further assures me, like you.
That boy done grasped
smart. Because you got tutored and shit.
Nigga done grasped onto the tutoring.
But you got,
right.
bro.
You heard that shit?
I didn't get no motherfucking tutoring, bro.
Nah, we didn't.
And it wasn't in my family like that. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I had a difficulty learning it at one point. Though. That's why I had to get it. That's why I had to
get
help.
Yeah.
Somebody
had tweeted about that. They said
that shit looked all confusing.
They was like black a black family would sit up there and beat their kids for not a family. They would sit up there and beat their kids for not having good grades instead of getting them a tutor. Like that's just historically what we do. But now we do better. We know better. We do better. My son's been.
Wait. No, my parents did both. They beat the shit out of me. Then sent me to tutor.
What your dumb ass still didn't get it?
A little bit of privilege.
Hey, I paid for the goddamn tutor.
And they ain't gave my motherfucking me.
You ain't gonna be out here like them dumb niggers.
I mean those African Americans. You gonna get your shit correct, boy.
But
man, we're not gonna deal with this debauchery.
But now you on questions, right?
Yeah.
Talk about questions. Questions.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was a couple bars in there where you was talking to somebody specifically that might have been a partner in your life or something.
I wish that individual would speak up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
was it somebody that was close to you that fucked over you or something, or was it just some shit you were speaking about in general, just hoe ass niggas or whatever?
You know what? At the end of the day, it could be to anybody who shoe fits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, circumstances is for everybody who's dealt with circumstances.
Definitely, but what I'm asking is how much
your personal circumstances.
Yeah, I'm asking how much of it is actually like from personal. Like,
all of it's personal. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
your stories.
It's what story do you have from that question?
It need to be addressed between me and that person.
Okay,
you know
right on.
So that it'll be addressed between me and that person.
But you dodged that question good.
But you did put it on the album.
Of course,
so nigga gonna ask.
So if he feels or that individual may feel like, you know what I'm saying, like.
You ain't got to give no name. Just give us that circumstance.
I just want to know a story.
Give us that circumstance.
I don't care about the nigga name.
Multiple stories.
Well, just give him that circumstance. You ain't got to name no name.
Yeah. We talk about it a lot.
Maybe this will touch him to reach out to you.
Yeah. Right. Let's just
clear the air.
Clear the air.
Clear the air, nigga.
Well, again,
you can leave the names out of it. I leave names out.
Drop one of Clue's bombs.
Clear the motherfucking air.
Drop one of Clue's bombs.
I leave names out.
Nah, this could be anybody, but
we talking about yours.
We're talking about you.
A line of communication in which I feel like money was on the table, and
how much money?
Again,
irrelevant. I just want to know.
Go ahead.
$20.
Okay, 20.
But again,
real petty.
Men, nigga, we don't. I don't feel like anything should ever have to become aired out on social network.
Correct.
Against one of like. You know what
Especially
like,
on some brother shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can text me or you can holler at me. Say, I need to holler at you.
Yeah.
If my old lady was to do some shit like that, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? I can easily hit her up like, man, take that shit off. But
I'd hold her to the same.
Hold the same accountability.
Don't air me out.
If it was to pop off that way, but like say, hey, I need to holler at you, bro. And again, this shouldn't be no more than a simple, not even a 5-minute conversation. Not even that. Hey, you all right? What's happening? And address shit, keep it moving. It ain't nobody losing no sleep and none of that. Now, questions, bro. This was
and I like chill double shit. I like his
poison the water out in Flint, nigga.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have to say shit else after that.
That nigga
ain't even about me.
That nigga touched on some real life black shit. But
my questions is simple, bro. I mean, they black and white, no gray areas. You know what I'm saying? Like if you right hand to the man, I cross my heart. Solemnly swear to keep adherence and play my part. We solid. I've been solid since I came out the womb. No intentions to fold, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to let this fuckboy get the best of me.
Yeah,
bro. You have a platform. Here's the thing. Dallas is always been labeled as just that they have that category of a genre of hip hop, and then you have
what genre?
What genre is
dancing.
A dance hip hop, okay.
Boogie.
I'll accept that. That's
music.
probably the most popular.
But now understand, you have
for good or bad. It is what it is. A title is a title.
You have like a See That Smoka, Chill Will. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not that. It's not catered to the radio. It's not catered to that sound.
Yeah.
I mean, you damn near almost taking. I mean, like Outkast chances going into the motherfucking Source Awards. If you really want to be honest with it. Now, granted, 2018 and Forever Age. Ain't nobody, there ain't even no awards out like that, but BET Awards. We watch Breakfast Club for our dining system preference or video soul.
Maybe you can watch us.
Maybe you can watch some more Black Privilege podcasts.
Black Privilege.
Black Privilege.
That's when you
Black Privilege. That Black Privilege podcast. Say it slow.
You know what I'm talking about.
Privilege.
Say it slow so they know.
That name.
You know what I'm talking about.
Keep in mind what that name just stands for.
We know. We did a whole podcast about it in the first episode.
That's the way it's just even set
up. Yeah, first episode. But back to the
questions.
I just feel like you spoke. Like I say, me and Jason, we went through a part in our life where it was 4 niggas.
Yeah.
One of them is a multi-time NBA All-Star. And then there's another nigga that probably should have made it to the NBA.
Yeah.
And the nigga that actually should have made it to the NBA, Jason can co-sign, was better than the nigga that's in the NBA for a long time.
Right.
But that nigga,
that's the first nigga to just dunk me,
bro. That
like,
nigga is
say, my nigga,
the
bro,
nigga was
say,
raw, bro. But going back
that shit to the wrong nigga that day.
But
in
going
your
back,
living room.
but going back to the
ranch.
big topic though. He was the one that was unhealthy for our relationship, for our friendship, like the one in our circle.
Yeah,
right.
So like when you spoke about
I always
that,
thought he was bigger than what he was.
yeah. When you spoke about that, it touched me personally because I feel like, damn, like we talked about it on a podcast before. Like I know a nigga like that, and it was probably the hardest thing for me to do in my life was to break up that friendship because it wasn't healthy for us.
Partners, you know what I'm saying? You don't never,
y'all friends, bro.
We was best friends, bro. That was big, bro.
Did it do you any justice?
He wasn't the type of friend that I thought
was healthy.
That was healthy.
Exactly. And at that point,
much love and respect to him. Hope he's doing great out there.
If you was to see that nigga in the street, you probably
it's not beef.
It's love.
It's not beef.
It's love.
It's never
Ain't
beef.
know what's happening.
It's just sometimes. It's just sometimes y'all's paths aren't on the same
and
on
that
the same
showed
wavelength.
me, but that shows me exactly how close friends we are because when we separated, we ain't never crossed paths. I've never seen him since, and nothing I do, bro. That lets me know that the moves I was making, he was always the one following.
Yeah.
It was always his. You know what I'm saying?
You do realize though,
or vice versa.
I was
at
times.
Yeah, definitely following. Yeah, definitely following.
That just goes to show you the divided part of I guess you could say society that is amongst us now, where I mean this is common conversation amongst us,
the divisiveness, that part, so you know what I'm saying, because it shouldn't even been no question. Like, I mean, I'm saying if I had an issue with this nigga, I'm not finna sit here. One, I'm not contacting him no motherfucking right on Twitter and shit like that.
First of all, I don't even have a Twitter,
right?
So bro, somebody got this nigga number,
yeah,
and we gonna get this handled. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't got his number, then y'all ain't that cool.
We didn't have a problem.
It might not
then
be,
we can't even have a problem.
We can't even have a problem.
It might not even be that.
We can't even have a problem.
Have a problem.
If you ain't got my number, our problems can't be that big
at all.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
It better not be.
Keep it pushing.
Then,
I think, like I said,
somebody's just clearly hating there.
Yeah, something's happening, bro. I like
somebody's
that.
just clearly jealous.
Another one of my favorites off that hoe is that Out the Dirt, bro.
Say, man, the video that will be
that out the that Out the Dirt is fire. It's got that drop in there from the Mac. I know a lot of people probably didn't even.
That was $35,000, right? $35,000 cat money. No, $35,000 was one, right? The one you gave. No, I gave you $6 though, right? It was 35 plus $1,000 was 6. $35,000 was 7, right? Motherfucker, can you buy that?
Yeah.
If you
it's
don't
a drop from the Mac. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, okay.
Motherfucker, can you buy
that? That was because you remember that?
Because Do or Die had pushed on this. Motherfucker, can you buy that? Where your ride at? And see, the drop was back then. But the fact that you came back with it right there, the actual live cut or whatever, I felt like it was super throwed. I feel like you left something on the bone on that one there, though.
Shit on the motherfucking bone.
I feel like you left something on the bone on that one, bro.
You got to understand. You have to spoon feed these motherfuckers out here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm saying that just in general because
was that your goal? Was your goal to leave niggas wanting more? Because you can't make them songs again.
First and foremost, that's what the mindset already is. One, you have to continue. There's no stop. I mean, the time you get complacent, or the time you get comfortable, was the time when motherfuckers have to.
Like, it's gonna have to be something like you're gonna have to drop 9 tracks every 6 months,
bro. Not only
for
that,
sure.
But see, you know, I mean, the content is what at the age that I'm at and the point of my life, I'm looking at the content. I just don't want to be. I mean, remind you go back almost a decade ago, which is 2018. So you go back 2008. You had Wayne, and no disrespect to him, but he had every day another mixtape.
Yeah.
Granted, he was, I mean, who he is and who he's dealing with now, and I hope whatever happens, I hope the best for you, praying for you, Weezy. But you're not gonna hear too many people just coming out with this type of content like that. But
Drake
even
does.
have it.
Oh, he did.
Who? Drake.
Well, no. Nobody's asking for a bunch of content like that from. I'm just saying that. I'm saying on those songs particular, like. Some of them hoes you need to let the beat ride for another minute. Like, take it back. Like, especially you. I know you like music. I know you're a connoisseur of that music, or even old shit.
Nah, you be flowing.
I was telling Sutton earlier about that shit. I said we would just offhandedly talking about the album. I said I wish there would have been a song that he would have just let the beat ride for another 59 seconds. With no lyrics, just the beat. Just let the how the old school music used to be, where they let the band just go and roll.
That may have been.
But he gotta have more say so in it and say, you know what, I like what you did there, but you know what, can we get this added in there? Can we throw like even on Lie to Me beat gotta come. That bitch gotta sing more. Then he becomes a producer. She got a crescendo way more on that Lie to Me. I feel like that's why I feel like it left me wanting more of that shit. But you can't make those songs again.
One that I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
You'll never hear another Billie Jean. Yeah. You'll never hear another. You'll never hear another Bad Bougie.
Because they did them hoes perfectly the first time. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they didn't leave nothing out there. And I feel like Lie to Me, Out the Dirt for sure. I feel like lyrically you left something.
I left a lot out. Again, because you have to remind yourself. I mean, I've always took the approach. Well, let's just go back for a second. So this is Circumstance is actually the first financial.
Investment that you had into
Prior to that, you had This How I Go Down Volume 1, 2. I mean, they're all on DatPiff and then meanbiz.com.
But this is the first one on iTunes.
This is the first one.
If y'all go check it out on iTunes. Just look at CDOT Smoka with an A on the end. Go check it out on iTunes. Y'all just stream and listen. It's like 34 minutes long. Y'all can listen to it on the way to work.
Cool.
I'm all the way through. I promise you, y'all will not be disappointed. But go ahead though. This is the first one that you say you invested in financially.
The first thing that came to mind is like
you put your heart into it.
Yeah, production wise, Lie to Me, Out the Dirt, and OG's Perspective. Are all done by my first cousin, Vader, and
that OG Perspective was the best beat to me.
Because I mean, it was basically my whole reset of life. I could just second tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a visual mindset. I'm actually closing my eyes writing that shit to you.
Yeah.
That's the one closest to the vision you have in life now.
OG
Vibes,
Perspective.
Vibes is the one I got right now.
Vibes.
You don't know my story, so fuck what you say. My niggas vibing, enjoying the day.
And see, I almost don't like that because I feel like you're spewing. I feel like you spewing yourself all on the album, but then to say at the end, you don't really know me. But you're supposed to make people know you.
But exactly, so you get the time to know me as opposed to just like stereotyping niggas. So you'll come off.
But they listen to your music.
They listen to it. But so okay, get this in mind. So you heard like Marvin Gaye, and you've seen, you know what I'm saying, the type of timeless music this man made. Yet and still, this man was, out of his demise. We're talking about, his father took him out of his life.
Yeah.
This is something here I'm trying to like.
But he wasn't shitting on people for not knowing.
He wasn't shitting on people. However, but you gotta remind yourself. I mean, that man had lived a confused ass life, bro. Your father's telling you don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But you're making millions.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Right.
Your father made you.
Yeah.
I'm putting food on your table.
Yeah.
So you want to get real serious about this right now? We can take it to a whole nother level. I mean, mind you, this is not.
But how does that trickle back into you and OG Perspective or even the content?
It lets you know exactly my mindset. Like if you're not looking at it, you have to have some type of goal set, long term, short, whatever. And so
what is it? What's your long term?
If I'm not considered one of just the greatest.
Long term.
I
don't like. Yeah, I don't. And maybe that's just me. I don't like when people make.
That's.
It's okay to have goals regardless. I have no problem with people making goals.
It's okay to have big goals.
I just feel like when goals are one that can be
unreachable,
not even unreachable. I'm not even going there.
Where you going?
When people make goals that are subjective.
They supposed to be.
Because your goal is basically predicated on how other people are perceiving the situation.
And if that's the case, you in it for the wrong fucking reason. Now,
but that's
my goals are my goals.
Said, though.
My goals are my goals.
Yeah.
You said you want to be perceived as the greatest rapper ever.
So perception is of other people's opinions.
But understand this here. Am I gonna like cry or cry in the car about it?
Definitely not. But I'm just speaking on the generalization of that. Just like if Jason say one time, like I want to be a world champ. It's like.
It can happen.
I know. I'm not saying none of it cannot happen. I'm just saying that is a tangible goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he said I want to be the best jiu-jitsu practitioner, subjective.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Subjective. Gordon Ryan might be the hottest thing out right now. Ask 10 people. 5 of them might say it's somebody else. 5 of them might say it's going. You know what I'm saying? It's a subjective thing, and I feel like that's a slippery slope, is what I'm saying basically.
And I'll take that slippery slope. You know why? Because it took, you have to understand the foundation that I've put to even put myself even in the thought process, even coming out with that question. If I was to tell you, can I go up against Hope? Do you really think I'm gonna even waste my fucking breath with that? If I was to say, understand, like you have to at this point in the industry, you have to at least have the mindset of knowing where your capabilities are. I'm not looking for radio play out of K104 97.9. I'm not looking for validation from nan individual who's not put $1 or anything.
Then you're doing it for you.
But you're looking for validation when it comes to that when it comes to the end goal, right?
Well, of course. I mean, the passion that I have for it has really been when I get done with the shit, this might sound cocky, but I already know what it's coming like.
Yeah.
Now, whether you feel like that way
obviously. Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. I mean, again, I am an artist now. I have a creative license amongst, you know what I'm saying, corporate America, where I can check my shit right now and just see what my funds are looking like. So therefore, it is considered as a
profession.
I don't give that money. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You have to, as the temple or the corporate America of itself. So this see that smoking circus.
And see, you going back to the money part of it. And that's something that I don't feel like.
The thing. It's showing you, it's a sign of. I mean,
but it don't. Let's not say that.
I'm not gonna say validation.
That's validating you.
But let's not say that because we already know. We already know.
I also have a 9 to 5.
Have more money in it.
I also have a 9 to 5, so I'm not depending on it.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So it'd be a totally different story if I was sitting here like, bro.
I guess I wish, and that's just me. I guess I wish that the mindset, especially in the black community, when I speak about it, I speak about it in the black community. I wish the mindset would be more of a personal one and not a
monetary,
intangible, an intangible one in which is, like I said, a perception, or one in which is a, like I said, a monetary. One like I wish you would have sat up here and said, you know what, my goal is to allow people a glimpse into my life through my lyrics, and that, you know what I mean, like some shit like that, rather than just be like, I want to be the best.
And I guess
because everybody say that.
Because the greatest
satisfaction, I feel like it's a lazy.
Of all three of us, the greatest satisfaction, I'm maybe
this is yours. This is yours though. Speak about it.
When you beat somebody on that mat, bro, you don't give a fuck about how much money that. You did that shit for the glory of it.
You don't even care about them. You're happy that you exercised your shit right.
That you did your
technique right. That it went the way you thought it was gonna go, and it has nothing to do with how people saw it on the outside or how the other person felt from it. It has to do with your success and how you put your shit out there. And that's what I wish you grabbed.
But then jiu-jitsu is also I mean, that is a mind. I mean, it's you.
Put it in the category. Go. It's art. I mean, it's art.
It is an art. Now, however, with that being said, there is a point in time once this do like pop off, you can get paid, right? I'm pretty sure it's more than peanuts, ain't it? You gonna fuck with it?
It's peanuts.
It's peanuts, bro.
It's peanuts. But the fact of the matter is, I tell you what. I bet you Jason would trade tapping a high-level black belt on the mat out on a fight to win stage for $1,000.
At the same way, I would go perform in Prescott, Arkansas for $500.
Right. Over performing at the Grammys.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you hear me? First and foremost, like I said, the radio has not really. I mean, I'd be lying to you to think like if the never ever get on it, but to hear somebody just say,
maybe that's the problem. The issue is that I would recommend. And everybody ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm different on a better level or whatever. People might not feel the way I feel.
Different.
I wish the mindset was more of personal ones and less about what it is else out there.
People been riding on validation of, I guess, social media for the longest, and that's why you won't hear a UGK or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's just flashback for a second. That video I put out.
Yeah.
What the nigga listening to? High Life.
Yeah.
Go back to when that shit came out.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That shit wasn't on the radio. That shit wasn't on.
If you didn't listen to
it wasn't on the box.
You couldn't call 1-800 whatever night and dial 3 numbers. No, Jay, and mind you, Jay looked like he was pretty fucking slizzard.
Yeah.
And he hit every
that was before. That was pre-podcast.
That was before the
bar
podcast.
for
That
bar.
was before.
Bar for bar.
Yeah.
I'm living for that.
Classic.
Man.
Yeah, classic.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, understand.
That's the type of music you want to put out. That you want people to have that feeling.
Timeless.
Right.
It's a timepiece. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, when you put in Ride Dirty,
that means you got to give your all. You got to give your soul.
That means your shit got to be so about. You know what? I don't give a fuck how. I don't care what it is that they like.
Like sometimes I talk when I talk to people about jiu-jitsu, like. They sit there and awe about me. They don't know shit about what the fuck I'm saying. They sit there and awe. They be like, man, I just like hearing about how passionate you are passionately talking about this shit. I'm like, oh shit. I sit there and I realize that you don't know what the fuck I was even talking about that whole time.
But the fact that they even put their time into it and listen to you, bro. I mean, you know.
No. It's because the energy and the realness I gave off about what I was talking about and how I felt about it. I feel like you need to give that in every song that you put out there, because that's what people are gonna attach themselves to. They're gonna attach themselves to that feeling that you gave them. Like Pimp gave me that feeling. That's why I was like, oh shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you mean that's.
You want to have that feeling, right?
It's going to. That's what I have right now in my defense. Like I said, this is not the end. This is not.
No. Nobody says that.
Exactly. And so.
We just throwing our 2 cents.
I'm giving you my experience, my perspective.
Right. This is my opinion. Let's get that understood. But no, I've always took my feed has been criticism only on the strength that one.
Does it bother you?
I will keep it 100 with you.
Does it bother you? Does it bother you?
If you don't know what you're talking about.
Even if they don't know what they're talking about.
I hate that though. Black people are like that. We're like that.
But
tell a nigga he can't do something, and you'll see him do it harder than he could ever.
Because honestly, because sometimes I don't know. I
wish a nigga was motivated off positivity.
I mistake what people say in some of these memes and posts, and I'll go ahead and be like, oh my bad. Then I overstepped my fucking boundaries.
Right.
And that shit.
My apologies.
I put my fucking foot in it. Yeah. I ain't got no problem with being wrong. I have no problem with that.
A lot of people got an issue with that.
I don't have any problem with being wrong because I'm not always fucking right. If I was always right, then y'all would listen to me like the fucking gospel. But you don't, because I have flaws and I'm wrong about things. But I can only give my experiences on things that I've seen or that I've done.
Your experience. But you know what? That's when the problematic of everybody being different, because we'll sit there and vibe with that. Now,
it's okay to be different.
You're supposed to be different. Ain't
you can't be the same.
I hope not.
Hey, what they said you should just be yourself because everybody else is taken. Like I've heard somebody say that. Like just be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
That guy's already here.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Podcast over, ends. You walk outside. Would you rather have 1 million streams or $1 million in your hand? Million streams off the muscle.
I mean, that'll revenue into $1 million. That $1 million will
go.
Here's the thing. Look at
still talking about the revenue though.
But now, if you get 1 million streams, if you got 1 million streams, that means other folks. Hey, understand this here. If you have 100,000,
just 1 million.
Listen to me. 100,000 followers on Instagram automatically get you opening or a hosting party.
That's not 1 million streams. That's 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay, 1 million streams on whatever not, bro. You're supposed to be getting higher numbers.
Supposed to.
Now, granted,
the hypothetical I just presented was 1 million streams.
How so?
Understand, we're just like on this conversation now, we don't know the basis or the breakdown. So
I don't
understand one thing for sure, two things for certain. Contracts are real. If you ain't signed shit, it's dead.
Right.
So let's keep that in mind.
And you independent still, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So 1 million streams, that'd be straight to you.
Because it will. I mean, I'm revenuing because shit. I'm still working a 9 to 5. Goddamn me. So until I actually have.
So you don't think that $1 million cash right now would benefit you better in your career than 1 million streams?
If I don't principle it right, I'm fucked. But
all right, so let me ask you.
So your 1 million views or your 1 million streams will do a lot more because those are loyal motherfuckers who are listening to you on a constant ass basis.
No,
or a million motherfuckers.
You talking about 1 million followers and 1 million subscribers?
Streams.
No.
Streams is just.
I might have just came across that today.
That's it. No more.
Damn, my shit finna die.
1 million, no more.
Phone finna die?
No. Anybody got an iPhone charger?
Yeah, we got plenty of iPhone.
Hogging the whole damn time.
That's because we live on our shit, nigga.
live.
Do you want to keep Instagramming on your?
Oh my God!
You want to Snapchat or you want to live feed?
I'm doing the same thing, baby. We all in here.
It's kind of sort of not.
It's kind of sort of not. That's gonna be gone. What is that? Facebook or Instagram?
No, it's you're.
That's gonna be.
We're on YouTube, Facebook,
bro,
Twitter, Periscope.
Hey, you on here, fam?
Yeah, you on here, fam.
You on here, fam?
You in this thing?
Yeah,
But I'm asking you. So, do you not feel like $1 million cash right now would be able to? Would be able to put you in a position to create more content that would then make 1 million streams?
If you had $1 million in your hand right now, that was okay.
So
residual. Hold on. Let me finish.
Back to the question at hand. Would you rather have $1 million or 1 million streams?
You sure?
Streams. Okay.
Yeah.
$1 million will. Okay, I'd be dumb if I told you I don't need the money because again, that's where we're.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Well, no, that money. We know the
money. Do you think if you get the money, you put out the art?
I feel like it's a gamble.
All right, would you then with the 1 million streams have the financial backing to create more content for the people.
You do realize
and keep
those
going.
streams do turn into revenue.
Yeah, but a million streams.
We get that.
Okay,
We get that.
that million streams will turn into $100,000.
Maybe $100,000.
Well, it's a 0.000 a residual 0.1 penny.
Yeah,
I understand that, but I'm posing the question: if you had the $1 million, would you then put out the same art as having the million streams?
Yeah, good question.
$1 million you can make.
No, he's talking about talking about
cause
where you'll be coming from lyrically.
Yeah,
because your situation would change dramatically.
Life changes with money. I don't care what you say. Your
come
life
on
changes
in, you broke motherfucker.
with more money.
Yeah. Hop in. Hop in the Phantom, guys.
This is how I'm living. You know
Hop
what?
in, you broke motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
We're finna go shopping.
So, the track record shows that's how I'm supposed to go.
You'll talk about Balmains and
you know what,
Red
cool.
Bottoms.
Balenciagas.
For
Balenciagas.
the record, let's go to these right here. You see these bitches right here? I bought these bitches at Ross. No, Max. I swear to God, $59.99.
The LeBron James Miami's.
$59.99.
Miami Nights.
Christmas. Understand? I work a 9 to 5. I have.
We're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that.
We don't know. I've never even seen.
Yeah.
But the content.
That's the question, though. The question is, hypothetically, do you think?
That's how I know. That's how I know right there.
That your shit will change.
That your shit will change.
Your shit will change.
Like,
because I know $1 million wouldn't flip me.
Everything will change.
What's supposed to?
If you go from today, million streams, and tomorrow, million.
Balenciagas.
$1,400
$1,400 shoes.
I don't like Balenciagas.
I don't need them hoes ugly and a bitch.
I don't like them today. I know I ain't gonna like them.
I've been a Chuck Taylor nigga since O'Banion. You just want to keep 100.
All right.
And I mean, mind you.
And as soon as you get that million in your pocket, you're gonna wear Balenciagas.
I mean, again, I've seen
Louis Vuitton.
I think I
might pull out some.
I mean, I would wear some nice dress shoes.
Amazon,
them
Teslas.
little spike shits. Yeah, them little spikes. I'll pull them bitches out.
Are you talking about the little spike shit? You talking about?
You
talking about Balenciaga.
Yo, baby, what you think about the baby's Brooks brothers Brooks? You know what I'm saying?
Get some beef. Nah, nigga, bring it back to the B boots.
That nigga said Brooks Brothers.
Brooks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the first thing you would
think
about.
What would you?
I remember that store.
How would you describe your rap? Like your rap?
Corporate America. I mean, corporate
thugging.
Group, yeah.
Whoa.
Not thugging. No.
You would say your rap is corporate.
Corporate thugging?
It's not thugging.
Corporate trap?
You would say you're corporate.
It's corporate anything?
Let's look at it this way.
I don't think it's corporate at all.
About your rap,
at all. Okay, well, look at it.
There ain't nothing corporate about.
Now you got to be honest about your rap. Now
I do this shit on a regular. Listen to anything. If you really listen to my shit.
Whoa.
Hold on. Let's just keep going now. If we're gonna go there. If you listen to regular, the only thing is letting you know is I've been on my same core as far as my music content from day one.
Right.
Out the dirt, Nick. Pull out the driveway. Open the garage door. Put the keys in the ignition. Hold on. Let's keep going.
I'd say it's more rap soul.
Hold on. Let's just keep going.
I'd say rap soul, Smoka.
I would say
something like that.
Because again, I'm not
corporate Smoka.
Nobody.
I mean, you have to think about it. Corporate is
your name is C. Smoka.
No corporate thugs gonna be listening to that shit.
Corporate.
Nah.
Your name is C. Smoka.
Corporate thugging on them. Thugging is eating.
And the survey says, Brant.
No,
you're not thugging though.
Exactly. So I've never even looked at the thugging.
And
part.
none of your content.
Yeah,
is
none of that.
Your content is motivational hustling from real shit.
And guess where it came from? Corporate America.
No.
So where would you say it come from? I mean,
it came from starving. It came from.
You think I ain't starving?
It came from real. No.
It came from grown up shit, but it wasn't corporate. It was adult. It was adult man shit.
Yeah. It's like, bro.
Nah.
Come on, that's what we're here for.
You did a bad answer.
It's a
bad
answer.
It's a bad answer.
It's a bad answer,
it's
bro.
Hold on. What
like
you
I
say?
said,
It's my opinion.
I think
from the outside looking in,
I say it's rap soul.
It's like rap soul.
I say it's rap soul,
It's
bro.
like you coming from the heart. It's like you coming from the mud with your shit.
Because I won't even. Because I won't even say smoking shit.
You got a song called "Out the Fucking Dirt."
Out the fucking dirt.
The fuck we talking about?
Literally.
The fuck are we talking about right now?
Literally.
That's not corporate, bro. Corporate doesn't come out the dirt.
I think going forward, you need to embrace that. Embrace
exactly.
the rap soul, real shit.
So rap soul.
Understand you come from your soul and you need to rap from your soul.
You've always been an old soul.
You talking about Willie's son, bro.
Nigga been 30
since old nigga.
Nigga been 30 since he was in the 6th grade, bro.
Exactly.
Minus the fucking beard and shit.
Still 30, bro.
Still 30.
So did you know you were gonna come on here and get yelled at?
Hell nah, but you gotta I grew up with these cats.
Yeah.
Cut the
I know,
feeds.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, y'all telling too much of me, bro.
It's all
No
love.
commercial, goddammit.
Yeah, it's all love.
You understand? It beyond love. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's been like.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
This is a long time coming.
And now that we hear your music, it's rap soul, bro.
Yeah,
it's not
rap
corporate
soul.
anything.
So y'all need to school me because again, I've taken corporate America in replacement of rap soul. So y'all need to I've never even really.
What?
When I hear rap soul,
so you think you're trying to win?
When I hear rap soul,
I think you're trying to win.
Trying to win here. He's trying to turn this into a positive thing.
You have to,
but it's not a negative thing.
Corporate and rap soul.
Rap soul is not a negative thing, bro. You coming from your heart is not a negative thing.
I feel like you're a rapper.
You being real with you is not a bad thing.
Is rap soul like roots or like type or is it?
I take it. I take Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
If he were to spit a little bit on there, I take
Keep going, please.
Ooh, it's very few of them, honestly.
It's really not that much.
There's not a lot of rap.
There's not a lot of rap soul out there
that I know of. It's probably a lot of underground stuff that I haven't heard.
I would just say that your shit is
where
like.
would you put Sci High?
And it kind of
Who?
Sci High the Prince.
Nah, bro.
Listen to a lot of rap. I don't listen to a lot of rap. Yeah.
And the crowd goes.
Y'all not the same. I'm gonna say that.
Well,
y'all not
I don't
the
want
same.
no comparisons, but I'm asking you just as.
What's he do?
All right, what about what's his name? What's his name? Anderson? What's the dude name? Pac Anderson or whatever? Pac Anderson?
I don't know. But like I said, I don't know all these underground guys at all. But I would, if I was categorizing your genre of rap, what you do is I would say rap soul.
It's definitely rap soul.
Yeah.
Not a neo soul.
Like I said,
none of that,
even a smoke,
because you're not singing.
I wouldn't even say Smoka shit because that would be currency, and I feel like you don't even.
You're not even in that lane.
You're in your own.
You're in your own fucking
lane, and
bro.
it's a good one.
It's a great lane, bro. It's
rap
good
soul.
for you.
I think it's rap soul,
and you should stop trying to make it something different. You should embrace what it is.
It ain't conscious. It ain't
it's not
mumble
conscious.
rap.
It's not mumble.
Yeah.
I've always tried to cater to.
Don't cater to nobody.
Myself. Well, first and foremost,
you're an old soul,
right? But then again, you have to remind yourself. I'll get complex just off of the dumb it down area.
You worrying about it too much, maybe.
Yeah, that's silly.
You think shit if you don't. I mean, again,
I tell you what, like, all right, there's what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
That motherfucker said that if you can't explain what you do to a 6-year-old, then you don't know what you do well enough.
Damn.
And I think that goes for specifically for rappers.
Right.
If you can't explain to me, even in a complex way, and then dumb it down and break it down, then you're not that good at what you do, probably.
Yeah, and so.
So the pressure is on you, nonetheless.
Maybe you need a little bit more practice.
Maybe you need to come at these niggas and put a little bit more time into it.
I mean,
or put a little bit more soul into it.
Put a little bit more soul, because you got an old soul, bro.
If I go that way, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that just go right over there.
Don't care about a lot of motherfuckers.
I ain't buying it.
Who's about a lot of motherfuckers?
Make your music.
It's not about who's.
Make
it's
your
not about
music.
How they perceive you, bro. It's about what you want to put out.
Is it honest?
You put out what you want to put out. If you gonna put out what they want to hear, then just do what they want to do.
Commercial.
I
be on the track rapping. I be doing the trapping. I be eating
He's not doing this for them. I'm not doing this for them.
them.
He's not doing this for them.
Love you for the support. I appreciate you riding with
it.
But man, I do this shit because it feels
good.
Great to put this shit out there.
It feels good.
When
I come hang out with my partners and we doing this shit.
When the engineer get done with my shit and he send that shit or whatever, and I hear it for the last.
You gotta be in love with the making of it though.
I'm in love with the person who made the motherfucker.
Take ownership of it.
Nah, you gotta be in love with the making of when you in the booth and you spitting that shit. You gotta be in love with that part of it.
You have to. That's the art.
Like in jiu-jitsu, I'm in love with the part when I'm in there training. I'm in love with that part, bro.
That's the right.
That's the part you're in love with, bro. If you ain't in love with that part, if you ain't in love with the uncomfortableness, if you're not in love with the vulnerableness of what you do, and you don't embrace that and make that shit magic, my nigga.
I think people. Let me go here. I
got philosophical.
Let me go here. Philosophical. I think people have a hard time putting titles on things because it might put them in a box.
Yeah,
they
are. You gotta remind you
anybody. I know I am about fucking relationships.
Have they ever gotten out of it?
Well, the problem is
you control the box, bro.
Well, again, did they?
And that's the problem. That's the problem in your head when you make that
don't
box.
Put that on me.
You control it.
I'm not. You're right.
I'm not.
It don't have. Like I said, just because something has a title,
you control the box.
Doesn't mean that it is only that thing in which you think it is.
Right.
Exactly.
The problem
that
is
too.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that too. I feel like the problem is people think.
What you doing, Jay?
Nah, it's just started bullshit.
Man, he trying to be producer over there, bro.
Nah, it started doing its own thing, bro.
The most.
I don't know, bro.
It started doing its own thing.
What are we doing, bro?
Nah, but I feel like people take that as a negative in a sense, and that fucks with them. They take it as the negative, and they can't do shit else with it.
You got and you got to take constructive criticism.
Not even constructive criticism. I think the shit would benefit you highly.
I don't take constructive criticism well at all.
Me personally, I feel like
I won't show up for 2 weeks. Fuck you.
Fuck that shit.
That's pool.
As an independent artist, I go as the fuck I please anyway.
Accurate. But in that freedom, you can almost fuck up though, man.
And it can damn near just have you out.
You can be your own worst enemy.
So
I've been that a lot.
Do you find it harder being independent?
You know what? Here's the thing. It's not necessarily different.
A lot of freedom, but the backing. Probably
have you ever had
stability?
The marketing label.
You have to remind yourself the budgets at that point in time. I mean, was, can I say it? Mike Tyson term, ludicrous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but at the same token, you had a single that came out gold or something. There was something that they was able to recoup something off of. Now you got folks getting 360 deals, and whatever we throw at you, we gonna recoup album, concerts, whatever features. All that. And I mean, you don't know that individual like that. I mean, you just never know. And so, from a independent standpoint, like here's the thing: I have circumstances on all platforms.
Yeah.
You try to do that amongst a record label, they can fuck around and say this is gonna cost you like $1,200.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit didn't even cost me
anything to upload it.
But now people, if you don't have that mindset to understand that, you will pay that $1,200.
Oh yeah.
Now you may not come out of it out of pocket, but guess what? There's that sheet that comes out after each quarter.
Yeah,
it goes over your expenses
and shit. Yeah,
it goes over your expenses.
It goes over your expenses. And this is what we did.
Remember that water I brought you?
Yeah.
Delivery fee.
You remember that hotel? And it goes all the way down, and it's gonna start off at that remaining balance.
Yeah, but still, you're reaching so many more people, and I mean the benefit is definitely there.
To have a major or
major.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean if you're backed by a major, if you're backed by a major.
What if your shit ain't selling? Because that will happen in major
well,
too.
What does it hurt you more if it doesn't sell on a major, if you do it independently?
It hurts regardless.
But I think more independently because it is your money.
I mean, exactly. But guess what? If
you gotta go to work 9 to 5.
If you owe them money,
at least with the major, you can stop that and focus solely on the music.
If this ain't Barry Gordy, if
you're under contract, you still gotta give them that shit.
The majority of the time, they're gonna put up with your expenses.
You got checks that will come to you, but it's only for like maybe 50 cents if it gets played on a radio or whatnot. And like, cause my uncle is a guitarist for Toadies.
Yeah,
and their record went platinum.
Yeah,
back in '90.
I see a lot of Toady shirts and shit.
And they didn't see any of that. That all went to the record label.
Went to the record label.
They had toured their ass off. They still tour their asses off now.
Bad deal.
Wow. Better read them contracts.
That's how it was though back in the day.
Yeah. They got better one now.
Remind yourself,
that's
exactly.
for sure.
They got rid of Jerry Heller.
What was the let me ask you this, top 5 dead or alive artists who you riding with?
Top 5 dead or alive.
Greatest. Who would you fuck with? What about you?
I always start off with 5, so 5 would probably have to be some. I'm gonna probably say like
no particular order, just 5.
James Brown. Well, I'm
James Brown.
Artists. We're doing all artists, not rap artists.
Nah, it's James Brown.
Well, we're talking music, so let's keep it in the music genre.
Yeah, that's
James Brown.
Musical artists.
Yeah,
James Brown number 5. 4 probably would have to be.
I never have heard people say James Brown. That is an underrated one. I really like that pick. James Brown is a solid pick. Probably like one of the dopest entertainers.
I definitely would have to say, just because it's me, Alexander O'Neal.
I've never heard him.
You probably won't, but he's a R&B soul, came out in the 80s.
Okay.
With what's her name? I didn't mean to turn you on. That chick, they was a group at one point in time, but yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all
keep going. That's
Whippersnappers. That's 4. Number 3 would probably be Scarface.
Okay. The true king of the South.
Real talk.
Yeah, the true king of the South.
2,
the king never calls himself a king.
Number 2 would definitely probably.
He the nigga behind.
It's gonna be either out of.
He the motherfucking Wizard of Oz. He the nigga behind the nigga.
Out of Ray Charles or Michael.
Yeah.
That 2 and 1.
The Ray Charles and Michael, the 2 and the 1.
Yeah.
You can't lose with Mike though.
I mean, you can't. I mean, Michael's.
Yeah.
All of
I like that you only had one rapper up there. That shows.
I mean, Scarface was. I mean,
I listen to so much more rap music than I have anything else though.
Yeah, I mean,
but just him being a rapper, I'm surprised that he didn't have more rappers.
If you're really an artist, as an artist, you don't really just get adapted to just hip hop all the time.
Right,
I mean, like I listen, I'm more in tune to like contemporary and it's a whole shit that you would not expect me. I mean, if you follow me on Snap or whatever, you'll see. Listen,
I can name off my 5 rappers, but I can't name off 5 artists.
Just but who are your favorite 5? Just like I said,
my favorite 5.
Yeah,
artists.
Yeah, all time. Like I say, dead or alive.
Shit, dead or alive. Okay, I gotta say, this is no particular order. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Shit. What happened there?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Oh man.
It came back up on mine.
Master P.
Man, say.
Nigga was a pioneer. He was a pioneer for the hustle shit.
What throws me out about P is everybody just knocking that nigga like he just trash now.
Say Master P was
well,
that
no,
nigga.
You know the nigga's trash now because of his opinions on society and shit.
Hey, look, Master P was that nigga, dog.
Yeah, he put.
Do you get that for the record?
Master P was that nigga.
Oh yeah,
dog.
the Master P was definitely that nigga, man.
But now we're saying was and
yeah, I mean, but he said he was
because
a
he
different genre.
stopped.
He's a different era. He's a different genre, different era.
Yeah, he stopped.
We would denounce
because we're saying of all time, Mike. I don't really.
We denounce people like that like as if they wasn't shit. But mind you, if this was like a couple decades,
like, them niggas. Hey, the reason why a lot of rappers can do the things they do is because of Master P in the first place.
I mean, you gotta remember, man.
That nigga did all that shit without no radio play. He was talking about killing dope. All
Master
that shit.
P kept Snoop rolling.
Bust that ass.
Master P hooked up with Rap Alive.
My nigga went to court for freedom of speech for the niggas that rap, bro, because he was rapping that real life, and so niggas would.
But
bro, they were trying to incarcerate the nigga over his rap.
Bro, him and David Banner stood up there in front of a congressional hearing and was talking about, we need to take more ownership of our lyrics and not put out such violent talk. And I said, what the fuck are y'all doing?
That's some whole shit. That's some fucked up ass backlash.
But that's what they did though. They stayed up there and they But who else? Who else you got?
But they made the lyrics.
Exactly, which is why it's so fucking ridiculous to me that the nigga would sit up there and say, the nigga David Banner and Master P sat up there and was saying, like they were like, our use of the N-word and degrading women. They were saying that shit. Like we need to change what we do.
Music,
bro. But when they profited off of it, it was cool. But all of a sudden they done. Now they can shit on everybody else that comes along that does do it.
That's fucked up.
But go ahead and finish your 5 because we could get into that. Do you feel like rap? Do you feel like rap advocates violence, misogynistic activity? Like, is it? No, it's not the culture.
So it damn sure ain't the artist. Look, I mean,
it ain't the culture though.
These motherfuckers ain't even really living this life. If you want to keep it 100, about
but the culture, you can't say it's the culture because now you're saying that black culture is misogynistic. Black culture is violent. Black culture is.
That's not even the music you do.
Drug addicted.
Understand?
That's not even the music you do.
I just have a passion for music, period. I love
but I'm just saying, you can't say that's the culture because you're part of the culture and you don't do that music.
I have a life again. Drop one of Clue's bombs.
Big facts.
I understand this here.
Big facts.
I can do that, though.
If my facts had a cape, they'd be super facts.
Super
you
facts.
can't knock me for speaking up on some shit, and then you see somebody like, or have someone like a Marilyn Manson come about the shit he have. Don't knock me just because I don't understand what the fuck Marilyn Manson's saying, first and foremost. But you understand clearly what the fuck I'm telling you.
Marilyn Manson is a fucking genius.
Actually,
but
I like his song.
But I'm a street nigga because I say whatever, and he's saying the same shit, if not more gutter with it. If you really want to,
the question is, does rap music advocate violence, drug usage, and misogyny?
Look.
I said
you're going around the question.
You're beating around the bush. Look, nah, I'm just asking.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes, but now it don't.
It just because it talks about it doesn't mean it advocates it. You talk about the experiences that you have.
as we supposed to.
But just because there's some experiences you have doesn't mean that that's the culture. You said it was the culture, and I take offense to that shit because black culture that I know is not like that. Black culture that I know isn't drug addicted. Black culture that I know isn't misogynistic. Black culture that I know isn't violent.
Now it's not. Now, however, why is it that we're not seeing that being exposed now on television? Then, if that's the case,
it is. There's plenty of black people that sit up there and have. Literally, the only people that can be the forefront of any of these political debates are people that have squeaky clean records that don't do anything.
And which would be
a lot of them. Shit,
speak on.
Man, a lot of them.
Who?
Because the black
are you gonna tell me like a Russell Simmons?
No, the black culture is so organic. It don't take a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King to be at the forefront. It takes anybody that speaks out. The first thing they try to do is knock you down and take your credit out and take your character out.
Bro, keep in mind it's the same shit that was happening back in the 60s.
Obviously,
with the exception of now we have ways to block.
Any white people that are on TV and stuff like that, do you check their background?
Yeah. Do you see if they had a speeding ticket in 2009?
Exactly.
We don't, but they do.
Hey, did you know Tim the Tool Man Taylor was a motherfucking dope man?
A dope boy. Nigga had a bird. Nigga got caught with a whole berg, nigga. And then he went on to have a family show,
man,
nigga.
My nigga.
Hold on.
Tim Allen. Oh, Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Yeah.
That nigga, bro.
That motherfucker.
Dope boy.
Snorting coke.
Dope boy.
Okay,
dope boy. In the 70s, got caught with a whole berg, bro.
I'm not surprised.
But if we had,
but I'm saying
we supposed to. That's what they. That's what they say. That's what they. Now again,
activate stank face.
That's what they say. Okay, now you looking at me like I'm wrong, but you act like you ain't never witnessed the shit before.
No, I'm talking because I'm surprised that you as a black male that live in this
I seen it with my own two fucking eyes. Is what I'm saying. I mean, yes,
I'm saying that you're speaking in the generalization of the culture.
I'm speaking of what I've seen.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
All the black men you saw growing up were dope boys?
Were violent? Were misogynistic?
Because I remember you saying Mr. Tibbs, and that nigga was our principal.
That nigga was a solid dude for the most point we know.
Pops in the situation.
Exactly.
So
you can't say that's something we supposed to be doing.
This is a third person standpoint.
Like it was unnatural for me to go sell dope, bro.
Nah,
bro, I ain't never sold dope.
Why
if you want to keep it 100. Well,
so you're part of the culture. You're part of the culture.
Again, this is not my judgment. I'm just going off what
I
asked
you
the
question. We're asking your judgment. We're asking for your opinion.
Nigga, that's the question.
Whatever was in that motherfucking drink got me drunk, so I don't give a shit. Ask it again. Now,
Slimer juice.
That's what.
Do you feel like rap music advocates violence, drug usage, and misogyny?
You personally.
No. And you said, yeah.
Nah.
It talks about the culture and the culture does.
It's fucking hip hop.
It's music.
I mean, yeah, it's the juice. But don't bring me that shit no more. Please don't. Yeah, I can't.
Slimer juice.
What the fuck was that?
Don't blame it on the juice,
don't
nigga.
Blame it on the juice.
I don't drink. I smoke.
It's a truth serum, nigga. Nigga said I don't drink and came over sipping 1800.
That's 1800.
But first and foremost, that's the first one I had today.
That's
but you drink on a regular.
What you had was allegedly pot infused rum.
I don't know what that.
Allegedly,
we didn't have any of that. But anyway,
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Hey, I'm high. So, but now I make music because I enjoy the shit. I mean, as far as
we know that, but the question was, do you feel like rap music advocates those things? No, you don't. And that's what I feel. That's why I hope. That's what I was hoping an artist would come on and say because just because
I was speaking in third person, but now
speak about I'm asking you, nigga.
Nigga, don't come to me on no shit.
Don't come to you asking you questions.
Well, not on that sense because I make music.
Quit asking questions.
Don't ask me questions.
I came all the way here
question, please.
for you not to ask me questions.
Just walk off stage with shit. But now, I like making the music. When we go to the studio and the beat drops, niggas has probably got blunts in rotation and we just vibing out. Ain't nobody structuring shit. This is what I want the beat to sound like. We're not looking at trying to come up with the fuck police. The beat sound good, and I feel like I can touch this motherfucker with some lyrics. Whoever perceives to it, I mean, I don't feel like it's bothering anybody. If you listen to it, you listen to it. But, people will take it like as if, you listen to this person and he's been influencing. No, that ain't got shit to do with that. Yeah. They ain't got shit to do with that. Let me tell you something. Future in my motherfucking car right now.
Yeah. Just who you like.
I'm listening to a lot of Popular One right now.
But the shit's hype.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck. Don't blame that because my apologies. I take that, you know what I'm saying? Because then you talking about me. Nigga, you can listen to.
You don't talk about that.
But yeah, you don't talk about
J. Cole. Don't talk about that.
But understand, I'm high in the motherfucker.
Drake and them don't talk about that.
Right, but
that's fine. That's fine that you get. I mean,
get
that you talk about that.
But when you start
talking about what they
I'm talking about. Do you feel like
do
you feel like the people are boosting it up? Do you feel like it's advocating those activities?
I think they're trying to get the shit out of it. I think they're trying to take it away. I feel like
the rappers that talk about that stuff.
Well, I feel like people are trying to take rap away. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I feel that's within the last year.
I honestly feel like the new rap music is more like rock music than it is like.
So name the artist.
A lot of like Future, Migos,
like Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas
Future.
are more.
I feel like it's more rock.
I feel like Jay-Z opened up that door to be a rock star as well as a rapper.
I really think these niggas are rock stars. I feel like if you put all that shit behind
you think Wayne dropped a rock album?
I think it's rock music. Playboy Cardi, all that shit is rock music.
Them niggas started. I mean, really,
they're not.
And you can say Lupe.
They're not even trying.
You can say Lupe started the transition.
They're not trying to be lyrical at all.
You can say Lupe started that transition because it was skateboard music, and that just went into the more rock type of background with the foundation of the rap music.
I just feel like them niggas are rock stars. Like Lil Uzi Vert, when I listen to that shit, sounds like rock music. It sounds like I'm listening to like Kurt Cobain.
For good or bad, it just is what it is.
It sounds like I'm listening to some shit like that, bro. Yeah. But
is it because it's so repetitive?
More upbeat and it's so repetitive. Because rock music like Stain,
and Nirvana,
it was more it was kind of more melancholy. It was more. Feelings or emo, how the kids say now, but I feel like their rock music is upbeat and I got these diamonds and all that other shit. But like for real, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's still rock music though. They're just doing it behind the beat.
Rock music,
right? They're just doing it behind the beat because most people don't even do shit.
Put a bass,
they do all the instruments on that fucking board and shit now anyway. You know? So I just feel like it's rock music, and I don't feel like they categorize it right. They call it mumble rap, and I don't think it's mumble rap because I can understand what the niggas
But see, rock stars do that shit too. I feel like it's rock stars rap.
Exactly.
Rock stars mumble
they rap under they like all
Kurt
under the beat.
Cobain did was that shit.
Hey, you should listen to some of the deathcore I listen to. You'd be like, what?
I don't think. They're saying words.
Yeah, you know it. But if you listen to it, you know what they're saying.
Yeah. I don't think it's mumble rap.
Sometimes no.
It's rock music, and they haven't categorized that shit right, and then when you don't categorize that shit right,
you expect something else.
You expect something else, and then you start hating. And then niggas start hating on the shit like, I don't want to listen to that mumble rap, bro. It's not even that. It's take your mind out of thinking you're going to listen to some Jay-Z shit.
It's definitely hypnotic music.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hypnotic music.
Everybody's not going to rap like Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this.
Some things
let me ask you this about this local legend. Do you think there will ever be a better local album than Mr. Pookie's?
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
There's Byweed from him.
I mean,
because he has been going strong for about 20 years now. As the greatest.
I can't lie to you. I like some of that new trap music that's
new trap music, sure, but is there a through and through better CD out there locally that is better than Mr. Pookie's? If you ever hear one, please send it to me. Yeah. But do y'all think somebody will ever outdo that?
The thing is, you're gonna be looking for that feel from a different artist.
Not even that feel. I want something that's through and through A1.
I can give you those, but you're not gonna feel that shit.
Locally,
you're not gonna feel that shit because you're not relating to his struggle. You're not gonna relate to how because you came up listening to something different. You're not gonna relate to that shit.
Not true, because even like Thug Motivation 101, though in that time I was trapping.
A national takeoff.
I'm a fucking father now, long way away from drugs. That shit still jams.
But you have a personal connection at that time to that feeling.
I feel like what you're saying is that I can't get behind trap music because of where I'm at now, and I'm telling you, I like trap music. You just got to be good. You just got to be good trap music.
Right,
okay, then listen to Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Bees.
So
niggas go hard in a bit.
So they got an album that go harder than Mr. Pookie's.
Yes.
Beezy last project, matter of fact.
Hell yeah. That nigga last shit went hard in a bitch.
So you think
way harder than that shit.
And on the cool, if you want to keep it 100.
Trap Boy Freddy, all his shit went harder than that nigga shit. Every one of his albums, bro.
Don't forget about Dirty Water.
All that shit went harder than that shit.
Fat Pimp.
Like, cause honestly, every song on the Rippler sounded like every song on the Rippler, bro.
Say that snare.
shit was classic.
Pretty fucking common.
That shit was classic.
But that snare was, I mean, but that's how you do it.
I'm going to say even this. Big Chief went harder than some of that shit.
Say Chief.
Through and through.
Through and through.
His
Big
albums,
Chief, my nigga. Yes, my nigga. His albums went harder than that. But he didn't get the pub that he should have got.
You got to remind yourself.
Well, I mean, neither did Pookie, but I'm just asking on a local level.
Yes. Yeah, local level. Trap Boy Freddy and that nigga Yellow Beezy. Them niggas go very hard, bro.
Yeah. Shout out
on that trap shit.
So as far like a Dallas anthem, who would you say has the track like
Beezy?
It wouldn't be
Beezy. I mean, it was close enough. Yeah. But now, mind you, this is not no Triple D like what you heard with
it wouldn't be.
Nah, it wouldn't be. This would be something like, again, this is like a thug motivation. I mean, Beezy actually has some fucking content that you have to like shit.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, you can't deny that.
And Trap Boy straight out the trap.
And again, Trap Boy Freddy, he made that shit look good. Trap Boy, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He made you look
that nigga go hard though.
Trap Boy, I mean, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is really, really out here.
They really out there, bro.
Yeah, they really, really out here.
The music's authentic, my nigga. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I don't care. Like I don't care about what they background is. I just want to like the music.
I respect it. I mean, again,
you gonna like the
from
music,
an artist standpoint, you have to. Like, there's a lot of shit you won't find in my motherfucking deck, but I guarantee I respect it. That you know,
from the Grove. I mean, we fuck with Cliff. I mean, it was
that nigga silly.
It was 350 Highland Hills.
He said, I knew I was gonna get reaction out of that.
350 Highland Hills.
Cliff niggas,
but it wasn't
Woodtown. Keeping it real goes wrong.
It wasn't Woodtown. It wasn't DeSoto. It wasn't Cedar Hill. It was 350 Highland Hills, and we stopped there.
And we stopped there. But
Jay was really banging.
I don't even know. I don't know what part of the clip.
Right, it doesn't matter as long as they got good music.
But both them niggas from the clip, and both them niggas go hard.
Exactly, the content.
The content and the music goes hard. I like it.
So you know,
I like it. I bump it right around.
Right,
motherfucker. And I'd say Beezy. I've been hearing Beezy for like a hot minute.
Been in his bag.
I haven't. I just came across these niggas maybe a year and a half ago, fool. And I was like, why haven't I been listening to these niggas?
Because you know what? Here's the thing. It's now to a point.
But I haven't been listening to a lot of radio though.
Bro,
so
I need that vibe, and he ain't radio. I'm saying like.
No, those niggas on the radio, bro.
What now?
That's true. Maybe they weren't back then.
Like, remind you, Circumstances just dropped September 11th.
Hey, yo, Circumstances.
What? I dropped that shit. Yeah.
What's going on? Nah, I'm fucking
doing a bunch of shit.
I meant to say the reason I dropped it on the 11th was for all the I won't say all the wrong reasons, but definitely just I wanted
for the significance of the
blueprint dropped on September 11th.
A lot of shit dropped September 11th.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you put? Did Hove substantial? I guess the age doesn't have a number on it no more. Like I mean, there was one time. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Put it out there. Put it out. Ask the question, nigga. What do you?
Okay, well here's the thing. Okay, so it was one time after 30, you were supposed to hang it up at rapping. Did Jay-Z? I don't know.
Nobody ever said that.
But
nobody agreed to that.
But that's
you can't let somebody
because it's not because people don't look at it as a real job. Because same thing happened with me.
They don't.
And because I used to play in a
real
band,
job.
Like that's what I did. Yeah. I played in a band. I went on a couple Texas Southern tours with one band. I just kind of joined up on. We toured with Damage Plan. We did like 3-4 shows with them.
Yeah.
Hit up a little festival, and like so that's 21. And then, like, as I started getting older, your friends kind of start looking like, okay, when are you going to get a real job?
And that's still money get involved.
A lot of people look at me now like that, too, or a lot of people did look at me like that when I started with Kingdom. It was like, okay, cool, we're going to get a real job.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, no, this is
what I do.
I teach martial arts. This is what I do. Right. This is how I make my money. Yeah. And so
that's and
I totally understand what he's saying.
I think the perception of what a rapper was changed, and he changed it.
Because,
just like he changed what it is to be a nigga.
People want to see that as a young man's thing. Like you just showing
he matured. He matured.
Doing this rap thing or doing this rap thing.
Right, Jill Scott actually said it. Jill Scott said, "You got to look at what Jay-Z's done for a whole genre, like a whole community of black men. He made it cool to grow up." Because we went from being...
I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus.
Yeah, to wearing button-ups. Nigga, we did that. We aged appropriately because we aged with him. You see what I'm saying? And that is something that you cannot say for any rapper ever in the history of rap.
I don't remember anybody else.
That's why you see Jeezy and T.I. and Suit
straightening the fuck up.
But understand he'll still...
Because they're older men.
Jeezy got a kid that's going to college and shit like that. Like
even
it's cool.
Even Gucci.
Even Gucci straightened up. The only nigga like Boosie, the one nigga that went to jail, got out, and still kind of wants to be a
Boosie's
fool.
a wild man.
He still wants to be a fool.
That's
nigga's a different.
That's Baton Rouge,
man.
But he gotta learn. But Webby done straightened up since he was gone.
Nah.
Webby chilled
Webby
out.
just ain't hot no more.
Webby straightened up.
Nah.
Webby coaches
Webby ain't
football.
hot.
Nigga,
Nah.
Webby coaches football.
I follow Webby on the gram.
Webby coaches football now. That nigga's a family man. That nigga's.
Oh, he's always been that though.
He's always been that.
He wasn't that. That nigga was not that.
Bro,
from the
niggas been
beginning.
having kids forever.
Having kids, but
Webby
being out there. I ain't saying he hurting. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying
he has matured in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
You have not really seen
Well,
that.
Have to give him that.
You see Boosie's maturity.
I mean, shit, he just got out of fucking 8-year term. You better be motherfucking.
That nigga got out and went right back to talking crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, he's
with
got a
with
lot
the
of-
exception of putting
crazy,
prices
bro.
on head.
But like I say,
Allegedly.
Jay-Z aged us appropriately. He made it cool to have a family. That nigga made it cool to start dressing normal.
we don't
That
put the racks on our ears.
He made it cool for all that shit. He's trying to put us on another platform, another plane. So Jay-Z, like none other, has done that, bro. Like nobody could ever go to debate with me about Jay-Z. That's one thing for sure. Like,
you gotta understand, like
It's his favorite rapper, guys.
well, clearly. So
favorite
with that being, I mean,
person.
Hov definitely done a lot of
I only
foundation.
got 2 artists out though.
Man, on the
It was
pool.
what Michael Jackson, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I mean, Master P.
Say I'm from the South, so realistically, y'all
Uh,
gonna be pissed off. But Slim Thug did a lot, like for me too as well. Master P and Slim Thug. Slim was like that. We're on a business aspect. You can say about what you
But
want.
that's why I was saying like Big Tuck don't have
Big
the
Tuck
Dallas
too.
anthem. Like I didn't want to
Big.
shit on y'all.
Not a stain on me. Southside the realest.
Oh,
I mean,
not a
Southside the
on me.
realest, not like the Dallas anthem.
And you know what?
If not that,
video-
Gator
that-
Main. Gator Main with I don't walk the block till my feet hurt
I
the
heard that shit
slab.
on one fucking CD, and I mean, granted,
For better or
But
for
you know
worse,
what?
I took the good with the bad.
You
Them
have-
not
if you-
Dallas anthems.
but-
What
okay,
what happened? What about that nigga Twisted Eye?
Who was that?
Twisted Black.
Twisted Black.
Shake-
My
shake the
fault.
haters
Oh,
off.
shake the
Twisted
hate out.
Black.
He was a Fort Worth nigga though.
It
wasn't
doesn't
he?
matter.
was.
It's DFW.
DFW, yeah.
DFW.
You can't.
Arlington
Don't,
Hey,
counts.
that Fort Worth nigga was
say
All that.
scar on
Yeah,
my
on the
cheekbone.
cool, go-
Something you can't speak on. Say, bro, that shit went hard, fam.
We never liked Fort Worth.
I
I-
know,
so
I
I
get
ain't got no
that.
problem-
I
I ain't
get
got no
that.
problem with no
Nah,
Fort
fuck
Worth
them niggas. But I get
Nah, it's
all
all
that.
love. It's all love. I'm
But
just
I ain't got no
but
problem
I'm
with
just
them. They good
saying,
with me. They good
I'm
enough.
just saying that nigga went hard though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of niggas-
that was like shake them haters off is definitely
Yeah, they respect
a
that
classic.
shit, bro.
I wouldn't say it is the Dallas anthem though.
I won't, but it's an anthem.
Yeah, but I asked, what do you think is the Dallas anthem? So
The Dallas
got
anthem would even
Tussle,
have to be-
Southside the realest.
Tussle,
I think
No,
Southside the
nah,
realest.
Tussle,
Get money. We gonna get
something
money.
bad.
bro. So many niggas got beat up on Tussle came on.
But that
No,
don't.
some
I'ma
niggas got
tussle with you.
no crook for life. A lot of niggas lost their life on.
Crook for life.
Wow.
I'm a crook for life. I seen 2 niggas get jumped. Mind you, this was like years
Right.
after. Mind you, that shit came out in 1999. Let's
Did it really?
go back for a second.
Freshman year of high school.
Freshman year of high school, the CD cover was him in a little suit.
Yeah, in the suit
with the
with
dive hat.
Yeah,
with
with
the
the
dive
dive.
hat. Just
The old,
Pimp shit.
the classic Master P
and, the
album.
and number
front,
two,
front
the
cover.
number 2 track was who jumping it off? Introducing Mr. Lucci, the wig split loco.
Yeah.
It was that. This microphone here. Man, it wasn't no motherfucking mix and master.
Yeah.
Kevin A.
One on.
Whatever happened, you understand? Let you know. And they
Yeah,
there's interviews.
I hate that we just never. You think there's so many
Hey,
like
what's
one
that
hit
used to
wonders.
rap with them back then? Big
Huh?
Chief.
I mean, shit, you
Yeah,
may
so
do
many
something that I
one-hit
might not
wonders.
do. Or
Yeah.
say, you gotta might be go. You gotta go back to like 9-6, 9-5.
Yeah, and then they just
Money.
fell out of the way. So.
No.
Oh,
Nah,
shit.
wasn't no money.
Oh,
Niggas had
shit.
some money and they
I-
live in
I almost forgot. All screw music, bro. Fat Pat. Shit, Fat Pat
SUC.
influenced me a lot, my nigga.
SUC.
That was my nigga,
SUC.
dog.
Yeah.
Say R.I.P.
Fat Pat,
Yeah.
my nigga.
Big
That's
Bo.
one of my big influences in music. I
Yeah.
mean, because that's what I grew up on,
Follow him
bro.
all the way to the top.
Like-
Tennessee, like
like-
a struggle, but it's way to get out. No
That
doubt.
Fat Pat, bro.
Say Fat
Yeah.
Pat was that nigga.
I
Fat
think
Pat.
you like a lot of Young Bleed too. Young Bleed.
Young Bleed was that nigga, dog.
Young Bleed was very clutch.
You know what I'm talking about?
That nigga was always A1 on
But,
everything he was on.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up with a lot of that South music,
Yeah.
bro. A lot of that. So that
A
was
lot
my
of-
shit.
yeah.
Except for like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I was not a big Tupac fan, so
We
I know
were
y'all
one-
like.
yeah,
I know
I
like them
don't-
niggas didn't say Tupac or Biggie. We
Tupac
ain't listen to
nor
that shit.
Biggie.
I mean,
We listen to that shit.
Like
Sorry.
Pac's
Didn't care.
greatest
care.
hits were like, all right, but still, I didn't care
Didn't
for
care.
him too much. I think he's a better actor than he is a rapper. That's just
exactly.
my opinion.
I don't care.
My opinion.
I don't care.
My opinion.
I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care. I listened to Fat Pat when that nigga was hot.
Yeah.
I said I was listening to and Master P. That's the fuck I was listening to.
Say Master P was
I was listening to Mac, my nigga. That nigga that's locked up right now.
Soldier,
Kill. That's the shit I grew up on.
Whoa.
That's the shit I grew up on, dog. Soldier Slim and shit. That's what I grew up on.
The other one started just like that. That Mac one, didn't it?
You talking about murder, kill.
Murder.
Now I understand.
Kill.
When it comes to No Limit,
real,
you and
the
I
battlefield.
When it comes to No
That's
Limit,
what I grew up on, bro.
I promise you, won't no individual question me on that. Like it was
what?
so like anything No Limit.
You're gonna fuck up every time.
From
but yeah, I
I'm
see
about
that,
it
though.
from I'm about it in '96 all the way to the last Don. Even the only guy I can judge me. I bet you don't remember that.
But only God can judge me? Yeah, I got that shit on my shit. What are you talking about? I got all that on my shit. iTunes got full up with Master P, bro.
But they don't have
you remember Mr. Servon?
They don't have life insurance.
You don't remember Mr. Servon? Mia X, the first hardest, still
like,
the hardest female rapper ever.
On the
my
cool,
nigga is Mia X.
If you really want to get like,
she went hard.
Like that
she
Queen
hard.
of the South shit, that should have been Mia X. I don't know
Should have been her. That shit don't never get talked about. They always want to talk
she
about
had
like
to,
Foxy
though.
Brown.
Her and like China White.
China White was that nigga, dog.
China White don't suck no dicks or lick no nuts. Bitch,
Yeah.
I hit licks
Yeah.
and flip bricks
Yeah.
every 2 hour switch whips to get the peoples off me. What you know about that?
No
No-dos
and
and
coffee.
coffee. No sleep, I'm looking for it.
Bitches won't give no pussy for no money and shit like that. Them hoes is gangster, man.
740, bitch. I ain't got time to party.
Yeah.
I'm breaking bread with Dominican niggas
Niggas.
over hot Bennigan's dinner.
Yeah.
Say, I tell people, I said, I'll put China White's verse on B.I.B.I. against any bitch's verse ever that they done spit, bro. I will put that shit against anybody.
I like
bro.
that gangster shit out of females.
China White went
all that fuck shit.
fed on that.
Weird for me.
But yeah,
But that's
man.
what I grew up on.
I
grew up on shit like that.
So just
bro.
your number one is just like Southern influence.
Southern influence.
Yeah,
I
just
got-
put
I
all
got-
of Screw,
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
the whole
all
Screw
of Screw,
family,
Exactly.
even DSR.
I can't even put like just like one member
Right,
of
right.
SUC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Before
take
the
it
other
all
one.
though. Yeah,
Like,
I
you know what I'm
take
saying?
it
I can't be
all.
like I like Flip over
Yeah.
the Botany boy. I can't, you know, I like Flip over some.
Say Flip.
Some Thug wasn't even in that
If
shit.
you really
But
fuck around with the South, you still have to give like Flip his props.
man, he was SUC, bro.
Yeah, Flip was the front man for all that shit for a minute, bro. For a minute, he was the national nigga,
He was the
bro.
later front runner, but
nah, he was the national nigga for
the front
them.
nigga was Fat Pat, bro, and
He wasn't the national
and the
nigga.
Bar Baby.
The national nigga was
supposed
Flip.
to be. He was
Flip
Nah,
was
I
on.
think- I
Flip
think
was on 106 in Park. Flip
That's
was.
true.
I'm saying he was the
But
national
that was
nigga. Not
after-
saying he
I'm talking
deserved
about-
it.
that was afterwards, though.
But
I'm
he
talking
was
when it first
he the
jumped
nigga
off.
that really put Screw on the national map though was
Because
Flip.
when I first started listening to Screw, it wasn't Flip. Flip wasn't even
Right,
part of
we
that
didn't
shit
even
yet.
know that nigga like
Yeah,
that.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
I didn't even. He was like afterwards,
Trojans
like,
in
like
boxes.
Lil Kiki.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up with. Lil Kiki, Fat Pat, the fat nigga that sang the Bar Baby.
Yeah.
What's the nigga name?
Big Mo. It's the Big Mo.
and Big Pokey, my nigga.
Yeah.
And the niggas I
I'm
grew up
take
on.
a bite to the head
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm down like both down purple Sprite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every time.
you know that's what I grew up on, bro.
Say that was on the cool Star Charge, a pair of jeans, Saucony's, whatever you not saying, a white tee.
That's what I.
was.
Saucony's, niggas.
Nigga had them red Saucony's,
That's what a nigga grew up on, bro.
With them starchy Archies. Don't tell me about it, bro.
I used to have some red ones
Arch-
too.
that
Don't
nigga-
tell me about it.
Hey, Zach said he had his pants starched with his Air Max and shit.
say.
and Duncanville, I was like,
do
ah,
remember-
you had to
and
survive.
You do remember the pants we used to cut the bitches up?
Cut them
Yeah,
on the side just a
side,
little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just to
White
cover
boys,
your
y'all
tongue.
made that shit look crispy and nice. We just had a whole looking just like dirty and. But nah,
Oh, not
Nigga,
mine.
I was starchy Archie.
Yeah,
I was
hey,
fresh
hey.
to death.
Not mine.
Jinkos?
No.
We used to rock Jinkos and all that shit, nigga. We
I
done
think-
been there.
I had hair down to my chest and I was
Yeah, we
fucking
talked about
dirty
them.
as
We
shit.
talked about them Jinkos.
We talked about it. We done been there. But man, dog, it has
But
been.
we was skating though too though.
yeah,
It
it
some
has.
of y'all probably didn't know. I mean, me and that nigga was skating.
Yeah.
I was skating too.
Nah,
fifth
we was
grade,
aggressively
like we
inline.
was like aggressively inline skating, my nigga.
Yeah,
I
we was
could
about
see
that
that.
life.
I could see
Yeah,
that
we
It was
happening.
aggressive
I see that.
inline.
Nigga, it was
skating.
at
I
O'Banion,
mean,
nigga.
it's hard. Like, oh, skate too. Nah, nigga, we was like trying to do tricks off the fucking
For hizzle.
off the shit, bruh.
Oh shit. God,
Yeah.
son of a freak.
But yeah, man, it's been a blast.
Say,
It
man,
has.
Let me say something. This was it more than. Man, I like that.
It's been a blast.
It's been not only a blast, but the kickback.
That
You know what I'm
shit
saying?
was
Again,
funny.
last time I kicked it with you, bro, or last time we caught minus the haircut was a decade or so ago.
Right.
Last time I linked up with you was at your apartment.
Yeah.
A nigga was out of a job, not doing shit.
Yeah.
I think I
Smoking
brought like
and shit.
I
Just
brought, I,
catching up
brought
and
a, I
shit.
brought a bag of some dirt. And
Right
he
on.
clown or nothing. We sat there and just caught up. He told me he was one who put me on that you being a comedian.
Yeah.
Say I salute you. I mean,
I
just,
so appreciate
at
it.
the end of the day, the fact that we actually got a chance to link up, bro,
Yeah.
I'll take that from y'all over anybody. But again,
Right.
Nah, it's
that just
real.
let you know say you gotta respect this shit, man.
Bro, it's a grind. It's all love. Yeah, it's all love.
It's jaws. Regardless of the day, you have to keep up. Like say, get them up. Like it's authentic.
Yeah, right. That's all it is. Like I say, that's why the shit that I spit to you is kind of more like, don't make it be an intangible thing. Be your shit, man.
Yeah.
Let it be your shit.
It's gonna be a good ass motherfucking day, cause I tell you what, it was a good ass vibe amongst my fucking people.
I love.
When was the last time? Hold on, I know we about to end up, but
nah, you good. We could.
When was the last time y'all heard from Adam?
It's been years, bro. It's been since
he's
like
good, though.
Yeah, he's good.
I seen him.
He's up in like Boston or something.
I heard he was. I know he was doing something like environmental, but I seen he had like a little commercial going
he's a preacher.
He's preaching now?
Preacher, bro.
Anywhere I go, I'm just glad to see everybody doing something.
Right.
There's some of us that's not here.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of us not here. Yeah. A lot of us not here.
So, again, hey, this is what it's all about. And this will, again, these will take notes. These will take adherence and, again, make its own moves and take wings. And this shit will...
Bro, we great. Hey, we appreciate that shit, bro.
Man,
y'all go follow C.Smoka on Facebook. Go holler at him on there. Y'all can follow him on Instagram at Willie Son _
0685. Google me. Google me.
Yeah.
C.Smoka.
Go check it out on iTunes, man. The album, it's Circumstances, all spelled correctly and properly as it should.
Yeah, the way it's supposed to be.
You will not be upset about it or disappointed at all. Y'all go follow us, the Black Privilege Podcast, on Twitter _BLK Privilege _ that's on Twitter. On Facebook, just the Black Privilege Podcast. Y'all go hit us up on Instagram at Black _Privilege _ and tune in, man. We're gonna be on we just our first time going live on YouTube. We appreciate y'all reaching out. Y'all go follow us, the Black Privilege Podcast.
Hey, we on YouTube.
First time. We appreciate y'all riding with us, man. Much
YouTube.
Love. Go follow my boy at I'll Choke You on
For one
Twitter,
night only.
At I'll Choke You on Instagram. Our boy
he literally will choke your ass.
Sutton BJJ on Instagram. I am Jerry Lee Jr. on Instagram and Fresh Lee Jr. on Twitter. Appreciate y'all riding. Holla. Bro.
Motherfucking breakfast saints.
I love, bro.
All right, man, we live.